floating up in the atmosphere, and with the blood of a dying star above, my true aesthetics unwinding, and I'm about to come undone. So don't let me become the one you love, 'cause I'll just take your blood and fuse you up. I know it's tempting to jump off the edge and die, but this is not a dream. So don't let me become the one you love. Here I come.
Xbox 720 bitches!
Not yet.
Yeah. Not yet, but anyway. So that's just a little wee thing of Derek there. Hello! Welcome to the United Gamedom podcast. I am your host, Darrow, for this week. I am not drunk. I am not drinking alcohol. And with me is I think he's more sobered up than he probably was Friday night. That is my Canadian chum, Dennis, D-Boy. Hello, Dennis. How you doing this weekend?
Hey, doing pretty good. Yeah, no beer. It's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon over here right now, so no, there's no beer. No beer in sight. Only coffee. No beer.
No beer.
Nope.
Yeah. I know you and Derek did a podcast Friday night.
Yep.
So you did. Basically, you talked about drinks for the first 20 minutes. And then, well, maybe not 20 minutes though, but it seemed that way. And then you talked about the PlayStation 4 meeting.
Yep.
And all the stuff that came out of it though.
Mm-hmm.
Apologies for those people who already listened to that though, but I'm basically going to talk about it, but it won't be as long. I'm just going to talk about it briefly and sort of give you my thoughts on the situation now, because I don't think you want to sit here another 2-hour show on the same old shit that you've already heard.
Yeah,
before.
if they listen to it, yeah.
Yeah, if they listen to it though, because I wasn't a part of that one because A, I was working, and B, I would have been totally uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Since I don't drink, and I know you and Derek pretty much sort of wondered why I don't drink.
Yeah.
Though, like Derek assumed that is because my family members are alcoholics or something along those lines. He said his father was an alcoholic. I've tried beer now. I've tried a few beers, and I've tried a few things though, but I just don't like the taste.
Okay.
I've never. I haven't tasted a whole lot of beers now or lagers or anything like that now, but what I've tried, I just find it very, very bitter.
No
And
strong alcohol.
I just don't see why people can drink alcohol for pleasure.
Yeah. Extended
know
periods of time. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I could find something if I tried something else, like maybe cider or some sort of beer or lager or ale or whatever, and I'd say, oh, this actually tastes nice. But chances are slim to none. And I'm just fine, drinking my sparkling or still fruit water and green tea and all that there. I'm not a total health nut now. I tend to sometimes drink Diet Orange and stuff like that now.
No Earl Grey tea, hot.
Yeah, Earl Grey tea and green tea and various infusions. Tea like forest fruit and flavored tea and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I drink anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much the reason why. I'm the only one in our family that doesn't drink or smoke.
Okay.
My brothers drink. My older brother Christopher, he smokes and drinks. I actually think he's actually trying to. I don't know if he. I think he's trying to quit smoking now.
Mm-hmm.
Because he got something over the Christmas season and sort of trying like a sort of electric cigarette thing or something that you got from Japan or from Asia. I don't know exactly what it is now.
Yeah, one of my bosses at work has that. It's like a fake cigarette, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I pretty much got him that.
Okay.
So I did. Well, sure, like I know, I think I got him giving him money or something anyway. And he got it though over the Christmas. Like, it actually came like in the new year though.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how he's doing though. I don't really see him a lot though, despite the fact he lives next door.
Okay.
But like,
Wow.
but like he works and that there, and just sees you see him like he
Mm-hmm.
comes in from time to time. Like I don't go in there like all the time now. But like my other brother Stephen, he drinks. My father drinks. He used to smoke years and years ago, but he quit. And my mother drinks. Not my mother smokes, but doesn't drink.
Okay.
So I'm the only one who doesn't do anything. I'm straight edge. Don't drink, don't smoke, don't do drugs.
Yeah.
So anyway, basically going through other news that happened later on in the show. But first of all, we'll go through, of course, the games that we've been playing and probably a few tangents here and there as well. So,
Yeah.
Dennis, what have you been playing? Because I've got a few games, but I'll be talking mainly about one. So, go ahead.
Yeah, you got a couple lined up, I see. I don't have a whole lot. I'll start off with 10 million just to say that I've unlocked everything in the game. Like I have everything now. Every shop is maxed out. My character is maxed out. Everything is maxed out in the game, and I am at the highest level. Like you have a dungeon crawler. Those types of levels. I'm at the highest level, and like I don't have any bonuses left to unlock, so I have nothing at all left to unlock. I'm pretty much just trying to get 10 million, and I think it's freaking impossible to get 10 million because the further you go along, of course, the harder it gets, and the faster it gets. Like if you're like, oh my God, where's this? Where I can't say anything. I can't match anything. You're gonna be dead. It takes maybe 3 seconds, and that's pretty much it. Especially when there's a monster knocking you back. It gets very tough. It's still my highest score is 7.9 million. That's the highest I've done, but no 10 million.
And how long does that take you now? How long did that take? Like in terms of like a session, like
Oh,
you
okay.
go into like one of the dungeon things, and then how long did it take you to get to that mark there?
It's not very long because at some point you get to an area where it says warning next level ahead or something like that.
Right.
And as you go through that level, it gets more complicated, but you make more points. So, and sometimes it's just a question of luck and placement and all that. Like when one shot you can make like 10 consecutive or 11 consecutive chains, and each time you make a chain, you go faster and faster. You get further ahead in the screen, and if you pass this little dotted line at the far right of the screen, you get some bonus, either money or points or experience or something. And I think it's just a matter of luck. Like the chips fell where they may, if you want.
Yeah.
It's like it's.
Luck was on your side, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Like that run, I was sure I was going to get 10 million because I was going really, really well, and I was doing pretty good. But then I came up against a dragon, which are the strongest, foes in the game, and the dragon just fucking destroyed me. So.
Always has to be a dragon.
Yep, it's always a dragon. So I'm not sure if I'm going to continue playing that game. It's really good. I really, really enjoyed it. I think I played maybe 20 hours of that game so far. I think I'm amongst the highest ranked on Raptor or something like that. And it's very enjoyable, but I think I'm pretty much done with it because I don't think I'll be able to reach 10 million because it's really, really tough.
Yeah, a guy on that other podcast I listen to, he goes by the name of Metal Jesus Rocks on YouTube. He talked about this game on a previous episode of the podcast, and he got the 10 million. But like he said, it wasn't that easy anyway, but he did get the 10 million and got his freedom.
No, it's pretty tough.
So
it's really tough.
It is possible though, but it probably just takes some, luck and
some luck and
skill.
Yeah, exactly. Skill not up too bad. I can get pretty far. But luck has to be on your side, that's for sure, because you won't get through it. Another game that I finished, I think it was Wednesday night, is Dead Space 3. Um, yeah, I got a little mixed reaction out of Dead Space 3. Like the start of the game is fun. It's sort of like Dead Space 2, maybe a little bit more action, but there's still one or two jump scares. It's not that scary, but it's still pretty fun.
Yeah, it's pretty like still like Dead Space because of the like the area you're in, because you're still in this like you're in this like fleet of ships, isn't it?
Yeah,
And you
exactly.
go travel from one to another, and you're still in these like darkish corridors and hallways and all
hmm
that. There, it still feels somewhat like Dead Space, and then once you get down to the planet,
Once you
then
get down to
it all changes.
the planet and it becomes what is it, Lost Planet all of a sudden. Um, it changes
So
completely.
you walk very, very slow then, do
No,
you?
no, no, no. That's one thing though, because I would have stopped playing that game if it would have been that. But no, you don't. You have all these climbing things that you have to. I don't know if you've seen some videos of that. You have to climb down or climb up a mountain at some points.
You talked about it last week, so you did,
Okay.
and you said you didn't like that part whatsoever.
Yeah, and there are a whole lot of those parts, especially even if you get inside. Like you have to climb down some stuff, and then you have stuff shooting at you from all sides, and all. Anyways, it's really buggy. I don't really enjoy it at all. And the very end, I would say maybe the final 4 or 5 chapters in this game becomes a all-out shooter. It's just a shooter. Like you're standing, and there are like 20, 30 necromorphs coming at you at a time, and you're just shooting them down, shoot constantly. There's nothing scary, nothing horrible, nothing anything. It's just shooting stuff. And the ending is flat out stupid. It is really stupid. It is crappy as hell. Like, I don't know if it's the end of the trilogy, but if that's the end of the trilogy, it is horrible. It is just plain
So
horrible.
is it worse than the Mass Effect 3 ending, or
Oh
what's
yeah.
it, or no,
Oh
on
yeah.
the
It
same
is worse.
lines? Because I know Brad pretty much said the same thing. The ending of it's really just stupid.
It is flat out stupid. It is ridiculous. And the final boss is easy as hell. It is really easy.
Is it QTE?
No, it's not a QTE, but
Okay. Because that seems to be the case with certain games nowadays, where the final boss battle is pretty much QTE. Like, what the hell happened with final bosses? They're supposed to be pretty epic and all, and then there's like certain ones like, oh, it's just a QTE.
no, you actually
So,
have to shoot while you have to shoot and destroy the boss, but it's so freaking easy. It's like, hey, shoot at the orange things, and the orange things stay like suspended for maybe 4 or 5 minutes. You have plenty of time to shoot at it, so it's really easy, like really easy. And the ending is just ridiculous, in my opinion. It's really dumb, but I guess you have to witness it for yourself to see how dumb it is. Uh,
yeah, I'll probably get to it later in the year, though. I'm just not in the mood to get it at the moment. And like I said before, I still have to finish Dead Space 2 before, so.
hmm Yeah, you have to finish Dead Space 2, which is a much better game, much better game. Um, but yeah, it's. I mean, the first part of the game is great. Second part of the game is pretty bad, in my opinion. Like it's two completely different games, all in one. So, and the ending is very bad. So, too bad for a great franchise that started off phenomenally good and just ended up another EA catastrophe, I guess. I don't know. So,
What is with games in their third iteration that tend to somewhat fall apart in a way?
yeah, that's true.
Like
That's
Mass
true.
Effect 3 was kind of the same way. Like, I think I liked the first game. I still find it a bit disappointing though, but I thought it was pretty good. Still quite good. Really enjoyed the second one,
hmm
despite the fact it sort of stripped a lot of the way of the RPG elements I liked from the first game. And then the third one's pretty much mostly a shooter game,
Yeah.
which had really bad side quests and an ending that pretty much pissed off a lot of people.
hmm
And seems to stay the same way here, where the first one a lot of people really liked, the second one seems to be a lot of people's favorite, and then the third's like, Okay, it's just gone downhill. Why?
Mm-hmm. Well, at least Saints Row wasn't that way.
Oh no. Well, actually, there is some people do feel that way though. Some people think the third one's not that great.
Saints Row? Really?
Yet there is people who
Damn.
don't think the third one's a big disappointment compared to the second.
Okay.
There is.
That's kind of
Go on
weird.
YouTube. I'm sure there is people on there.
Okay.
I think the reason why is because there's so much just stuff to do in the second one now with the activities and various quests though, where you could spend a lot more time there, whereas in the third one you could pretty much do everything in sort of half the time
Mm-hmm.
as the stuff and you did in the second one.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was sort of one of the main gripes I think some people had.
Yeah.
But I love the second and third one anyway. I think they're both great games. The first one, not so much. The second and 2 and 3, I do.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Dead Space 3, not as good. Second part is not as good as the first part, so...
So just waiting a discount, you say then?
Yeah, exactly. And another game that I got this week that I started playing a little bit is Crysis 3. That was released this week.
You should have gotten the beta release this week, which I'll get into. Just kidding.
Yeah, well, yeah, I kind of, I'm not sure about that game that you're going to talk about.
I don't think
yeah.
you. It's definitely not like Devil May Cry now, where it's pretty easy to get into now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you'd like it as much.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. So.
But Crysis 3, yes, that was another big release this week.
Yeah,
the
another
big graphical powerhouse.
Yeah, very big graphical powerhouse. I got it on the PC. Upgraded my video card, and still it was if I put it on very high settings, it chugs along a whole lot. So I have to put it on high. It's it's still chugging in certain areas, but it runs okay, I guess. So yeah, it's a very big graphical powerhouse. It looks gorgeous. It looks absolutely phenomenal as a game. Crysis games have always looked, very, very good. So, as for the gameplay, well, it's Crysis. It's nothing really different from what you're used to. You still have your nano suit, and you still have your cloaking device and your armor, and you're very strong as usual and all that. So.
There is a difference, Dennis. You get a bow.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You get a bow in the game, which is, as Giant Bomb dubbed this year the year of the bow. So I guess this is the first game that actually uses the bow as a weapon. So yeah, you do get a bow. I don't use it a whole lot, but what is really cool is that when you're cloaked and you use the bow, you don't decloak. Because when you shoot when you're cloaked, you decloak. Some people see you. So if you use the bow when you're cloaked, you don't decloaked. So, but there are a whole lot of enemies, and you're very limited in the number of arrows that you have compared to bullets. So you have to be strategic in the use of your bow. So you can't always, you can't go out and, whoa, okay, here we go, shooting 10 million arrows, and you have to be conservative with your bows, with your arrows rather. So, still, it's not as overwhelming as I thought it would be. It's not as great as I thought it would be. It's still a fun shooter. It's still amusing, but it's not as great as I thought it would be. I thought it would be, oh, this is good. Having fun. I had a whole lot of fun with Crysis 2 because I think I enjoyed the setting of Crysis 2 more. New York. I guess it was current day New York, if I'm not mistaken. And you go into buildings and you shoot people from the buildings and all that. Here it's like a mix of, how can I say? It's a concrete jungle. You have like areas that have a whole lot of jungle, like very tall grass that you can hide in. In other areas, it's mixed with grass and buildings, but it's not the same. It's not the same structure. It's not the same feel, I guess, as it was in Crysis 2. And that kind of turns me off because I didn't really enjoy Crisis 1 because of first of all, because it was very tough, and second of all, because of the environments. I didn't really enjoy the environments, so I guess that was a turn off for Crisis 1 for me. So I don't know if I haven't played a whole lot, so I can't really say if I'm having fun with it, but I'm not really, oh my God, this is a great game or something like that. It's just regular game, I guess. Probably shouldn't have paid the full price for it, but we'll see along the road if it gets better or not. So, but for now, not really thrilled with Crisis 3. But we shall see as we go along.
Yeah, I don't know why, but like I said, after watching the video review on GameSpot for it, I was kind of interested in checking it out. Don't know why. I just like, it looked pretty good though, but I'm not really a big fan of the Crisis games. Like, I've got the first one on the PC, I got on the 360, and I've got the second one on the 360 as well. And I played both of them though, but I think they look great. They're very good looking games. The technical aspect though, but the gameplay is all right, I guess though. But it's just not like it's not like thrilling enough. It's just like, oh, got to keep playing this game. Just the gameplay is so awesome, etc., etc.
Yeah, the gameplay is functional. It's the setting that I don't really enjoy a whole lot.
So you just pretty much would prefer if it was just still New York and not like the urban jungle that it's become, where it's a mixture of city and jungle and grass and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like they wanted to mix 1 and 2 together. And
pretty much,
put both environments in the same place. So, yeah, I would have preferred, concrete jungle, as you say. It's like only buildings and fighting in buildings and stuff like that. I would have preferred that, I think. So
yeah, and you told me you were talking yesterday as well, and the fact is I was seeing the review and he said Kevin Van Orr said on review that it was a pretty easy game, and you pretty much disagree with that, don't you?
Yeah, I disagree. I don't know why he says it's pretty easy. It's not very easy at all. I mean, when you have a couple of soldiers coming at you, it's not Dead Space. Dead Space is dead easy, It's not very difficult. But when you have a whole bunch of soldiers, even if you put your maximum armor on, your energy still depletes. So when you don't have any energy, you're kind of a sitting duck. So I don't know where he got that this was easy, but anyway. Maybe he's better than me, I don't know. But I find it pretty tough on my side. So, playing on normal, and I find it a little tough right now. I won't bump it down to easy. I'll continue playing normal. But
Yeah, but like if it does get too hard, then you'll probably put it down, which I don't blame you though, because that is the only reason I would put a game down to a lower difficulty. If it just gets too damn hard and I'm spending ages on this. Like if you're given the option, like some games you can't, you're pretty much just locked on that difficulty.
Yeah, you'd have to restart the game completely.
Yeah, which sucks though. I
Exactly.
wish pretty much all games that have a difficulty set and you can do that now, whereas if a game gets too hard you can lower it down.
Yeah.
That's the only way I'd put the game if it gets too damn hard.
Same here.
I don't sorry, go ahead.
No, same here. I wouldn't I'm trying to play more and more games on normal. Usually I used to play on easy just to breeze through them, but I'm trying to play on normal because games cost a whole lot of money right now, so it's something I wanted the experience to last a little longer, so playing them on normal makes it last a little longer when you get killed a couple of times, you still have to. But if it gets too, like if I get killed over and over and over and over again, I'll just say, well, screw this, I'm playing on easy. So.
Yeah, like I don't remember if you can change it on in the menu now, but I really would have. I don't know if it did or I don't know if you could do, but I probably would have done it anyway if it could. I don't, but it didn't. The last part in Killzone 2. I think I played on the second hardest difficulty. Now I think I played on veteran difficulty, and that last part in that game was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
It's pretty much it's like when you're in that room before you fight Radek. It's pretty much that section
Oh yeah, I
before he
remember that.
comes out and you
Yeah.
fight him.
Yeah.
It took me 3 hours. Like I tried it like for 2 hours or so, and I think I took a break, and then I came back and took me another hour or so.
Mhm.
It took me about 2 to 3 hours to do
Mhm.
because your teammate Rico did diddly squat.
Mhm.
He
Exactly.
just basically stand there shooting at nothing, basically just waiting for himself to get killed easily.
Mhm. Freaking Rico.
Yeah, everyone's favorite Killzone character.
Yeah.
And yeah, speaking of Killzone, just a little tangent here. I know you and you and Derek were just like, yeah, Killzone, yeah, great. Everyone's shitting on Killzone.
Mhm.
I like the Killzone. I never played the first one now on the PlayStation, but
Mhm.
I like 2 and 3. I remember loving the multiplayer in the second one,
Mhm.
and I actually was pretty good at it though. And yeah, I could see where you're coming from as well with the controls, because those controls I got used to them anyway, but they weren't for everyone.
Mhm. Yeah, it's with the
That kind of
PlayStation controller. It's very hard to shoot, and it's not like an Xbox controller. It's more difficult to get a grasp of the controls. Anyway, for me, I thought.
yeah, yeah, I could definitely see that now, because it's weird the way that it worked though.
Mhm.
Just the way you were shooting the weapons and walking and that there just felt very much different to like your Call of Duty or Halo or not now.
Mhm. Exactly.
Yeah. But I enjoyed Killzone 2 and 3 though. Like I said, I loved the multiplayer in the second one though. I played a bit in the third. It was more the same.
Mhm.
And luckily there wasn't anything in the third one that pissed me the hell off as much as that last part in the second one did.
Yeah, I
But
think I played 2 and 3. I have 2 and 3. I didn't really enjoy 3 a whole lot. I thought it became really redundant towards the end. But I know you enjoyed it a whole lot. I know you really
I
liked.
won't say I enjoyed it like it's like one of the best games of this generation now, but like I did enjoy them though.
Mhm.
Like I thought they were good. Like I actually do like the sort of gameplay in that game, kind of,
Mhm.
in a certain way.
Mm.
But like I know some people do hate that series, but yeah, I can sort of see where you're coming from as well. Like I think some people are sort of getting tired of that series.
Yeah.
Like why can't Guerrilla Games, work on something else now?
Yeah, it's like
But
everybody knew there was going to be a new Killzone when the PlayStation was announced. So, yeah,
yeah,
it's their Halo, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, I guess so. And that's the thing, yeah. But like the third one sort of ended on a bit of a, you know, cliffhanger away with that gay. Well, spoilers. Well, fuck, it's over a year, 2 years old at this point.
Yeah.
It's this the sort of main guy in the game now. That so the one who took who's the main sort of villain now
Mhm.
after Vizari got smoked in the end of the second one.
Yeah.
Um, that guy escaped. So I don't know if it's going to take place after this now or what now, or what's the date, if this is this different timeline, or what's a spin-off, or if it's an actual proper sequel, because it's not 4.
Yeah. It's Killzone with a new name, so
Yeah.
probably a spin-off or a prequel or a sequel. I don't know.
And
Somewhere.
it's not like, Briars and Greys. It's
Yeah.
like what Jeff said, it's like if they invaded a Ratchet and Clank game.
Yeah. It's colored
But
now. So.
yeah, there's colour, there's blue, there's green, it's lovely.
Yeah.
It's not
Exactly.
murky.
I'll have to see. I don't. For now, it's not a system seller for me. So.
Nah,
We'll
it's
see how it
like, yeah,
goes.
looks quite nice though, but it's just the same old gameplay it seems. So
Exactly.
yes, like yeah, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'll get into more of that anyway, like in a few moments, later on anyway, just sort of say give you my thoughts on the situation. Anyway, I think that's all you have to play, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. That's all I played.
Okay, well, I'll just go through some of the games here I've been playing quickly though. I finished that Mutant Mudds game I talked about a few times before in previous weeks on the iOS. I've got everything there was in that game. I got all these diamonds, I got all the sprites, and pretty much completed that game. And Very enjoyable game. It was definitely worth the price of free. Because sometimes sometimes a certain game becomes free for a day or so on the iOS, and that's usually when I grab it and pick it up, because I'm a cheap bastard. Um, Great, a very good game. It's just one very enjoyable platformer. I got Luminous Electronic Symphony from PlayStation Plus because it's the Vita game for this month. That's free, and I tried it now. Have you ever played a Luminous game?
Yeah, I did. I played the one that was on the Xbox. That came out on the Xbox.
Oh, Luminous Live.
Luminous Live, yes, exactly. Yeah.
What did you think of it?
It's alright. It was alright.
Yeah, I could see what I play. Like, this is actually my first one I actually played at a good length now, because the only one I ever played before was the first one years ago for 5 minutes. But that was it though. But I played this here for 30 or so minutes, and it's yeah, I could see why people like this game. It's quite relaxing. It's one of those games you can easily get yourself addicted to and try to beat your high score again and again, and just the music, and it's just very, calm and soothing, and just something it's just something you could just sit in your chair and have something on the background and just relax and just spend 5-10 minutes with, whatever, or how long it takes you to try to beat your high score on that. It's a very good game. I think pretty much a lot of people know what Luminous is. It's one of those puzzle games where you pull blocks down, you have to try and match 4 or more in a square, or rectangular, sequence.
Yep.
And then a music, and they fade away, and it's sort of music related as well. It's very nice. It's a very good game. Derek mentioned this game previously as well, and that game is called The Room, because I got it when it was on sale there a few weeks ago, but I just decided to get to it now. And pretty much what he said about the game, I sort of feel what I feel of it as well. Though it's very, very good puzzle game. Has a sort of Lovecraftian feel. Just love the whole little wee puzzle box that you go through and just try to solve the various puzzles and get all these different items, and you have to try to figure out what you have to do with this item, and go around and try to find you have to zoom in and try to find certain little hints and clues here and there. I was oh right, I've got to do this now and have to do it in a certain sequence, etc. Very good though. I don't know if it's on, you're on Android, aren't you?
Yep. I'm on Android.
I don't know if it's on Android now.
I don't know. They don't say it when they do the quick looks, which is done. They should say, it's also available on Android.
Yeah.
Not everybody has an Apple device.
Yeah, exactly. There is a majority of stuff that is on both platforms now, and there's certain ones that are just on the iOS. But if it is on Android, I recommend you check it out though.
Yeah.
It's a very good game. I'm on chapter 3. I don't know how many chapters there is, but I heard it's a pretty short game. You can finish in a couple of hours anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm on the 3rd chapter, the 3rd puzzle box or whatever now. I believe it is. So it's a very good, very enjoyable game. I'll probably play more of it this week and probably have it finished then. Play more of Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus. Just not much though to warrant any more opinion. It's Ninja Gaiden on the Vita. Again, that's it. Knit Underground, which is this little wee sort of platforming kind of game. Sort of open world. I don't know. It's not really an open worldish. It's kind of kind of Metroid, kind of Vania sort of thing though. It's you're in this map and you explore, and there's certain things, some parts you can't access into until you unlock it or whatnot now. It's just one of those games. I got it free on PlayStation Plus I think last month. It's one of the free games in it as well, so I just got it. Ni no Kuni, I've played a good chunk of it now. I think I'm nearly 40 hours into it now, and still loving that game, although I'm over leveled as hell at where I'm at because
it becomes a walk in the park.
Yeah, I pretty much kind of overleveled a bit too much now because there's a few points in the game where you can fight these monsters. One of them's called a Toko,
Hmm.
and the other one is the evolved version of it, which is called a Toko Toko, I think it's called now.
Okay.
And basically, whenever you defeat them, you get a lot of XP. Like the first one, you got like 2000 XP, and when you're low level or something, like if you're good enough level to fight them though, you usually get like get a level or two perhaps with your familiars or yourself.
Okay.
Especially if your familiars low, like the ones you're not using, you pretty much they can rank up several levels easily.
Okay.
And then the other one is basically gives you 8000 XP. And if you fight two of them in the one battle, which sometimes it happened with me, and another boss, like another enemy in it though, it pretty much got like 17,000 XP and you level up a lot.
So you farmed that area or
I pretty
what?
much farmed, yeah, I pretty much grinded a bit too much though, and I think like I have the guide as well, and I think the recommended level I'm supposed to be sort of at the moment is like the 40 to 45,
Hmm.
and my characters are at 60 odd. So that goes to show how over leveled I'm at, and my like familiars are like in the 50s,
Okay.
majority of them. So pretty much walk in the park.
That's
The
cool.
fact that they had my enemies, my familiars now are so over level as well. Wherever I'm in the world map, or wherever, or in like a dungeon, whenever an enemy sees me, it runs away.
Really?
Yeah. So when you're over when you're more powerful than sort of the enemies are, then they tend to run away and say, "Oh, I'm not fighting this guy. He's gonna cream me." Whereas if you're around the same level or like a bit under leveled, then they come towards you then. So it's basically easy when they run away. You can chase them and then like get them from behind and then get like a vantage attack then.
Hmm.
So that's the way it works. Still loving that game. But like I said, I've last Thursday I pushed to the side. It's like, sorry Nino Cooney, but my most anticipated game came out this week. I got it on Thursday. You're kicked to the curb for the time being. We can still be friends, but we'll get back together soon enough. Because as I said, my most anticipated game came out this week, and that was Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance I got for the Xbox 360 and PS3. I got it for the Xbox 360. I think a lot of people probably got on the PS3 now because I think it runs a little bit better on it now
Hmm.
than the 360 though, but I just prefer the Xbox 360 controller for most games like this and like for first person shooters and like anyway.
I agree with you.
And
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't hate the PS3 controller, like I really do like it as well.
Hmm.
But 360s like I just so used to it. And it sucks though it's not going to I hope they don't change much in the next Xbox iteration, because it's just so comfortable to handle and not there. Just I can easily just hopefully just something along those lines.
Hmm.
But back to Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. What can I say about this game? I'm really, really enjoying it. I am actually, just to let you guys know, I'm actually doing a Let's Play on my YouTube channel, Darwoody5, of it at the moment. I've got 4 parts up. I've recorded a bunch of footage though. Like the end, like the last part there was just the end of chapter 1. I'm already up to middle of chapter 4
Hmm.
in the game of 7, I think there is. And therefore I've got a lot more footage to upload. I can easily, skip a day or two of playing the game and upload a good chunk of stuff anyway. And I'm really liking this game. It is a pretty awesome game. Just the whole blade mechanic is pretty awesome when you go into blade mode and basically cut your enemies into 1,000 pieces and then get the button prompt where you can rip out their innards and power yourself up again.
Hmm.
And just like running with the ninja run and like defending all blocking all the bullets with your sword, and just some of the cool execution moves you can do, the stealth attacks. just as far as enemies you fight, like the geckos and like the cyborg soldiers and that there, and I just absolutely enjoy it. There is one gripe about the game now. The camera is very, very wonky.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's been a problem with a few of the other with a few people. Sometimes it kind of goes a bit. It doesn't go into the fight view that you want it to.
Goes nuts.
It doesn't go like really nuts now. It doesn't go like epileptic on you where it's just going like shaking all over the place now. But just certain times where the view is just not always right.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever you're locking onto an enemy and all of a sudden like the camera goes down to like the floor where it's like it's like when it's like it's on the actual like the ground you're fighting on or something along those lines.
Yeah.
Or it's just sometimes not in a great angle low, and sometimes an enemy just can come out of nowhere from outside the camera view and like attack you. It's like, oh great, didn't see that coming because of it. That's probably my main gripe with the game thus far. Another sort of minor gripe though is just the parry system takes a little getting used to, because I know Derek mentioned this as well, and when he played the demo, is there's no like block button, there's no evade button. All you really have is a parry system where you have to pretty much parry your enemies whenever they attack, and then you can counter attack. And the way that works is you pretty much have to use a light attack, which is the X button,
Mm-hmm.
and press the your analog stick to the direction the enemy's facing,
Mm-hmm.
where you're facing the enemy. So if the enemy's to the left of you, you have to press left and X,
Well,
pretty much. So that's probably would not be appealing to you,
mm-hmm.
because it takes a little getting used to though.
Yeah.
And there's some points in this game. There's a boss battle I fought there yesterday, which quite annoyed me quite a lot.
Okay.
It's just the fact that it's just so fast though, and it's just pretty much bloody hard to actually try to parry. And that part will be up sometime soon, and you can see
Mm-hmm.
how crap I was. Luckily I didn't die. I didn't have to do game over though. I didn't have to retry it though, but it was an annoying ass boss battle. And I'm following someone on Twitter, and apparently he's saying to me the final boss battle in this game is really bad.
Really? Really bad meaning really hard, or really bad meaning
That's just really
garbage?
just. He said it was one of the worst boss. He said it was one of the worst boss battles he's ever done.
Okay. Did you
which-
hear what Jeff had to say about it?
Jeff said he liked it, and he said it was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see what my thoughts of it are
Mm-hmm.
whenever I get to it, which will probably be this week sometime.
Yeah, because apparently it's not a very long game, I heard.
No. Like, I've been playing it for a good maybe 4 to 5 hours at this point, perhaps.
Yeah, but they say your total game time, like your total game time for the game, takes away the cutscenes. They don't count the cutscenes in there.
Yeah, they don't count the cutscenes, and I think they count the fastest time you go through that level as well.
Okay.
Like your times, I think it counts the times as well of your like the different battles you do.
Mm-hmm.
Like after you end of certain scenarios, you get like a timing, you get like a ranking where you get like the time you took you, like how many Sandatsu, things you did, your highest combo. Like Sandatsu is in the quick look where the little kanji sign comes up and it's like flashes blue, and then all of a sudden you can go into the blade mode and
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what the Sandatsu is.
Okay.
Or sometimes when there's an execution prompt as well, like Y and B, and then all of a sudden he does this cool move and then goes into that there. That's kind of what the Sandatsu is.
Mm-hmm.
And like your highest combo and the marks, and then you get like a ranking where it's like, I think you can get S, A, B, C, D, and
Yeah.
that's pretty much. I'm mostly be getting B's. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a few A's, and I've gotten I think 1 or 2 S's. And
Okay.
I've got like a few C's or D's as well.
So it's not like Devil May Cry.
No. Well, it's kind of like Devil May Cry in that perspective, though. But
Mhm.
it's not like, fighting the enemies and you're getting like their rank up now.
Yeah, because in Devil May Cry, I played on normal difficulty, and I used to get a whole lot of levels. I got like S and double S, and sometimes an A, rarely a B, but most of the time it's S and double S. I used to get. So I'm probably in this game I'd get D's and C's and
Yeah.
going on as you are. Getting mostly B's. I'd probably be getting D's.
Yeah, like that boss battle I mentioned there as well. I thought I was going to get a D in that there at the end, and actually got a B. I was like, really? It seemed to me to take a long ass time to beat this boss. But I actually got a B. So.
How about the cutscenes? Are they as long as regular Metal Gear games?
Oh hell no.
No.
No. But they do have the whole, Gears of War stuff where you get called in by something and then you have to walk around with their finger on like the thing.
The infamous Gears of War walk.
Yeah, the codec calls.
Yeah.
There's quite a few of them.
Okay.
So there is, and they tend to get quite annoying after a while.
Yeah.
To tell the truth, it's like you go, yeah, I'm going fight this battle, yeah, and then onwards, and then cuts codec call. Oh great, now I have to walk. It's very slow now for the next 2 minutes or so. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the infamous Gears of War walk in that department. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it though at the moment though. 360 version plays fine. Sometimes it hitches up though, but that's mainly when you do a Sadatsu kill, the frame rate tends to like just whenever that animation happens, and then when you rip out the innards, it just kind of frame rate kind of hitches up a little low. But whenever you're playing the game, it doesn't. It just pretty much runs smoothly for the most part anyway.
Okay.
It's just the camera.
Okay.
It's not the greatest though. It's not a game killer now for me though, but does get a little bit annoying though. But yeah, I'm really liking this game. I know I was gonna like this game. It's Platinum Games. I love Platinum Games. I loved all the games I played at theirs, bar Arnagirians. Like I mentioned before, just not a big fan of that game.
Yeah, Anarchy Reigns is your least favorite, I guess.
Yeah, it's my least favorite of the 5 actually I've played at this point. But I'm enjoying this game. I'm not enjoying as much of the Bayonetta now, but I'm still really enjoying it, and I'll probably have it finished this week, and give you my full thoughts in next week's podcast. So anyway, I think that's all I've been playing. So
that's
anyway,
it.
yeah, that's it. So we'll get into the sort of mini discussion here, and that is the PlayStation 4 launch. Like we mentioned, you and Derek talked about it at length on Friday night.
Yeah.
About the PlayStation 4 unveiling and all the stuff that came on it there. And you probably talked about it there, but like say just to sort of refresh some people's minds. What was your overall thought on the meeting itself, and like what are your thoughts on PlayStation 4?
My thoughts on the PlayStation 4? Well, we didn't really see the console. I guess that everybody kind of complaining about that. Controller looks cool. It looks fun. The whole sharing aspect of it, I'm not sure because I don't really go online and share videos with everybody, but I can see how people would enjoy that a whole lot. I guess what else was there? The game lineup is not great so far. Like, there are games that I can get on PC as, Watch Dogs and Destiny and stuff like that, so that wouldn't influence me in buying a console. As for the game that would probably get me to buy the console, it is Infamous 3 or Infamous Second Son, which I love Infamous 1 and 2, so 3 would be probably one of the games that would get me to buy the console. It's cool that they got Blizzard on board with Diablo 3. I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, when I have a feeling like when I was seeing that there Blizzard coming out, it's like I have a feeling they're just going to night split Diablo 3 to come to PlayStation 3 and 4, and I was pretty much right. And if you watched the Giant Bomb, video of that, you were watching it live. I was pretty much what I was watching live as well, and just seeing Patrick Klepek did a face palm, and as much as I loved Diablo 3 though, I just kind of this feeling I got as well. I was like, yeah, it's kind of yeah, okay, you're releasing a, you're releasing a year and a half old game, um, on a new console at this point.
Hmm.
Okay, just couldn't release something new, I guess.
Hmm. I don't
Okay,
know.
but then again, Blizzard don't release a whole lot of new stuff they don't release. They're like Valve in a way.
Yeah.
They don't release a game every year. But anyway, continue.
Okay. Other stuff. Uh, Killzone. I said I didn't really give a crap about. Um, the rest of the games I don't know a whole lot about. So that Drive Club game looks awesome. I don't know if that's real time or whatever. The Deep Down game, I'm pretty sure that's not in-game footage. I'm pretty much 100% sure that's not in-game footage.
There was this little, I think it was a sword icon at the bottom left, though, which sort of indicated that it was sort of gameplay footage.
Oh, you can add that in a video.
But yeah, but like it seemed to be a way that could have been sort of somewhat gameplay footage, though. But
Hmm.
I don't know. It looked very nice, though, I have to admit. It did look, that looked pretty awesome.
Yeah, it did look
But
really, really good.
but again, looks can be deceiving.
Hmm.
And is that an actual game running on the PlayStation 4? Is it just, oh, it's a very good looking CG trailer or whatever?
Exactly. The fact that your PSN games are not playable in PS4 and your saves cannot be transferred, I think that's pretty shitty.
For most part, yeah, I guess so. But the thing is, this is running on a completely different processor, and like various parts are completely different to what the PlayStation 3 is
Hmm.
running. Therefore, I can see why like you can't use that there. It can't run your PlayStation Network games, and PlayStation 3 games and all that there on it.
Hmm.
That's sort of the feeling I get, though. It's like just because it's a completely different system to what the PlayStation 3 was.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm not really don't really care about backwards compatibility though, because if I do want to play the game, I'll just get the console.
Yeah.
It's nice that it's a nice addition now and I know a lot of people really do care about it and are
Hmm.
quite annoyed that it's not common. But like it's not like a it's not a breaker for me. It's not like this doesn't have backwards compatibility. I'm not getting the system now. It's not.
Yeah, me
Doesn't go
neither,
to that
but
extremes now. Like all I want to know is like the whole used game thing, and like if it's always online, like something along those lines now, where they said it's not that there, so that's all right then. It said like you can play the games offline, and you can buy used games, not there. Well, they said the used game things, it depends on the publisher. So I don't know
Yeah.
about that now.
I
Like
don't know either.
I said, like you said, you talked about Sony. Said I don't think the first party Sony stuff won't do that though. But
Hmm.
will you say EA and like Activision and Ubisoft and those ones there? Are they gonna do that? There, it's like yeah, you can play this game once on the thesis and you can't resell it. You can't use it on another system. Is it
Yeah.
gonna be like that now or what? I don't know.
I don't know.
But overall, I don't think you're completely sold on the PlayStation 4 yet, are you?
No, not at all. I'm waiting for more stuff. It might come at E3. Who knows? Of course they'll talk about the PlayStation at E3. We'll see. But for now, no, not sold at all on the console.
No, I'm pretty much feel the same way. Like the whole Gaikai stuff, the whole streaming and stuff like that, feel it sounds promising.
Hmm.
It sounds pretty cool what you can do there. But the thing is, though, I have to see it to
Yeah.
believe it. You can't say, oh, this is going to be awesome now, and then all of a sudden you see it, feel it, show it, and it's turned out to be a piece of crap.
Yeah, and for now, I think it's 10 minutes that you can record, right? Something like that.
Yeah, with like 10 minutes worth of footage now, but you can do like a live stream as well. I'll do like the fact as well, like you were talking about as well, like how is it going to work with the whole thing where if you're stuck in a game and like one of your friends is watching you, so it's like, here, let me help you now, and like they take over the game now. Like, do they have to have the game? Can you use like stream over their console now, like the transfer their save, or what's the deal there now? How
Yeah.
does that work? Like, I like to learn more about it as well.
And there's another thing also is that you guys don't have problems with bandwidth over there. But over
No,
here, it's a
yeah,
different story.
you have the bandwidth limit. So
Yeah.
like I know certain, you have like 250 gigabyte caps or whatever it is now, or 200 caps though.
Mhm.
Nah, we over here, far as I know, are pretty much fine. Like I don't have a cap on mine now. I can sort of, easily, like I download a good chunk of stuff each month now. I don't think I wouldn't say I'll go way overboard now.
Mhm.
I'd say I'll probably maybe download probably about 50 to 100, use 50 to 100 gigabytes. I could be wrong there. Could be a bit more, but I wouldn't say I go to like, hundreds and hundreds of gigabytes a month now.
I always go over my cap every month. So.
What is your cap?
Uh, I can't remember. I think it's 15 gigabytes or something like that, or 20.
15?
Yeah.
Jeez, that is small.
Yeah, it's very. I can connect to my website. I'll connect to my provider because I'm really, really not sure what it is. But let me just go on the website here, and I'll be able to tell you with more precision what it is. But yeah, we don't have a whole lot of space. That's for sure.
Yeah, like I know certain ISPs and that their providers in the States though, you can have like Comcast, like you have 250 gigabyte bandwidth limit per month or whatever it is, or usage.
Mhm.
And once you go over it though, you probably have to pay a sort like extra though.
Okay, sorry. It's 130 gigabytes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's more along the lines. So it was like 15 really. You can download a game and you fucking be all over. You'd be
Yeah.
over already.
Yeah.
Nah, it couldn't be 15. That's like ridiculous.
Like I have 5 days left in the month, and I'm at 91.3 right now.
Oh, so you're gonna be under.
Maybe. Well, it's February, so, and I'm already at 91.3. So I still have to watch Walking Dead tomorrow and all that. So.
Yeah, but you're not gonna use like what 30 odd gigabytes in like space of several days now, are you?
I don't think so, unless I download a game or something.
Yeah, a 30 gigabyte game.
Yeah, the last update was on the
download Max Payne on the PC. 3 on the PC. It's 30 gigs or something.
Damn. No, I don't think
I think
I'll
it
do
is.
that.
It's like, yeah, I think it is. It's pretty fucking big, that game on the PC for some reason.
Mhm. Yeah, I'll keep away from downloading for a little while. That's for sure because I'm close to my limit again in February. So 130 gigabytes. If you start streaming stuff, you're pretty much fucked. Or
Yeah,
sharing.
if you start streaming stuff regularly or downloading stuff, downloading HD videos, streaming HD videos and all that there, yeah, it does get up there then. So it does.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Like I don't know actually. I don't know how much I would use a month now. Like I can't. I don't think I can look it up now. Probably could. I'd say, oh, okay, I use this up now. But like you said, we don't really. I don't have a.
you don't have
You
a
know,
cap, so it's not very.
no, I don't have a cap. I'm unlimited though. So. But like I pay, it's like I have a line rental and all that there. Like I pretty much pay about 40 odd pound a month
Mhm.
for my broadband, for
Mhm.
my BT Infinity. That's like that's my phone line and all. That's like calls and like the things as well, my phone and all that there.
Mhm.
Not just the broadband. It's
Yeah.
like 20, 30 pound or something for the broadband or something, and then it's like the 14, 15 pound or something for the line rental, and that's what I pay though. So it's pretty pricey, I guess, in a way though. But I think it's worth it
Yeah.
if I'm getting 70 megabyte broadband.
Mhm.
Because like a year and a half ago, I wasn't at that point. I was still on the standard broadband where all I was getting was maximum was like 6 megabytes, and now I'm like at the 70 megabytes, and that's like some of the fastest, one of the fastest broadbands you can get now.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. I cannot go back to standard DSL now. Cannot go back.
No.
I'd fucking hate it where it takes several hours for me to download 10 GB game where it takes maybe 30 minutes
Yeah,
to an hour
forget
now.
it. Yeah, forget about it.
Like, what's your speed now? Do you know?
My download speed, I can get up to 33 megabytes, and my upload is 2 megabytes. So
Right. Yeah, that was kind of what was roughly, because it was before there was an update or something. Like when I got BT Infinity, it was 30. It was like 36, 30 something along those lines. I can get up to,
mhm.
and then I got it was like BT Infinity 2 thing now, where I actually registered for it. Then it was like, oh yeah, you can get the extra speed now, twice the speed for no extra cost. Like, yep, definitely doing that, and it can get up to like 70. So now.
Mhm.
And I've got like 10 to 15 upload speed, so I can upload several gigabyte files, which my Let's Play videos are, in 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
So
So what are your thoughts on the PlayStation? I've talked a whole lot on Friday night, so I want to know what you think.
yeah, my thoughts, pretty much the same. Like the whole streaming aspect, the whole that sort of side of things
Mhm.
seems pretty cool and neat. Though I'm interested to hear more information along those lines.
Yeah.
I'm just not completely sold on the console yet itself though, because the games that were shown was like, okay, I guess they seem neat though, they look nice though, but there's nothing there shown yet that's like makes me want to say, right, I'm definitely getting a PlayStation 4, definitely getting one at launch. Forget this, I'm definitely getting one. I'm gonna save up money now. I'm definitely getting one. Nothing along those lines now.
Yeah, and you'd probably get Watch Dogs on PC or something, right? If
Yeah, PC or yeah.
mhm.
But these are saying that it might be exclusive or something for the time being.
I don't think it's exclusive to the PS3.
No,
I highly doubt it. They
no.
would be crazy to do that, honestly.
Yeah.
I think maybe
Uh,
exclusive DLC, maybe, or
yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
No, I don't see that being, time exclusive.
I don't think so.
It's not gonna be like Rayman Legends now where it got delayed.
No, it will be a launch title, I think. They
Yeah,
said for
I'd probably said would be though, because in this game that's definitely coming out this year anyway.
yeah, yeah, it's holiday. They said if you watch the conference, it says holiday, I think.
Yeah, Holiday 2013.
Mhm.
Yeah, showed it at the end.
Yeah, so became one of my most anticipated game of the year. That's pretty sure.
Yeah. But like once I seen it there back at E3, it's like, yeah, this game's not coming. This game's definitely, I think it's gonna come out late, like next year anyway, and that's
Mhm.
pretty much seems what to be the gist of it though.
Yep,
It does look very interesting though, that game.
it really
Definitely
does.
it's one of the more interesting games.
The f-
One of the more game, one of the games I'm looking forward to more than some of them for the rest of at the end of the year.
the fact that you don't have any mission, really, that you don't have any mission to go through, and you're just walking and you pick up missions as you go along, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool though, but what is that going to get old after a while, or it's going to be pretty much kind of the same sort of stuff you do again and again? Like,
Yeah, that's another thing. I
yeah.
hope not, but that's another thing. You're right.
Or
It,
is it going to be like, like they're going to have to put loads and loads of kind of unique sort of missions in it now?
yeah, you can do so much, you know, in that type of
Yeah.
game. You know, it's just
Is it
saving
going to be like,
people.
50 missions, like what, 50 different kinds of missions, or is it going to be like, oh, just 50 missions, but like,
15, the
50
same
missions in
thing, and
yeah.
so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work, but the prospect is pretty cool. Sounds good.
Yeah. It's definitely just one of the more, interesting new IPs that's come out
Yep.
though.
Oh yeah, yeah,
In a land in a generation that's sort of been very much bloated with sequels, which are good in a way though, but you just like to see new IPs and promising IPs, and this one looks promising.
Destiny looks promising also.
Yeah, but I want to see more gameplay footage of that game.
Mhm.
Like I don't understand what was the reason for this whole event they did last week where they weren't going to really show anything.
Yeah.
Like what was the point of that? Like if you're going to do a big event and like show stuff or like talk about it, and it's like there's gonna this Destiny thing unveil or whatever on this day or whatever, and all it just shows like concept art and a bunch of information. Like at least show us a trailer or like gameplay footage at least.
Yeah, they had that web doc or something.
Yeah, like they showed like a tiny bit of footage at the meeting, but that was it. And it's like, okay, I can't really go think of what I think of the game from that small piece of footage now.
Yeah. More at E3, I guess.
Yeah, they'll have to show more of that game at E3 now. And there's like exclusive DLC for it as well on the PlayStation face, so they're pretty much Bungie's going with the whole, Call of Duty right there now.
Yep.
In a way. Well, I don't know if it's timed exclusive or it's just going to be DLC. It's going to be exclusive for it.
They said screw Microsoft and we're doing the timed DLC for Sony.
So it is timed exclusive then, is it?
I think it is, yeah. I think they're going the
Yeah.
Call of Duty route.
Yeah, because the Call of Duty we know for the last several years have been exclusive. The DLC has been timed exclusive there on the 360, and then it comes up like a month or so later, or whatever it is, on the PC and PS3 then. So they're pretty much doing that then with Destiny. Seems interesting though, but like I said, I have to see more footage, and hopefully we see some more at E3.
No, I'm pretty sure E3 is going to be a mega year this year.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy.
It should be very interesting. Like, I'm very looking forward to seeing what games come out of it and if there's going to be anything shown here that persuades me to get one of the new consoles at launch.
Yeah, that's the beginning of June, right? E3.
Yeah. So it is, yeah.
Still a while away, but
Yeah, still not a while. Another 3 odd months to go. But I always love E3 though. I always love watching the prayer conferences, and I always love on Twitter though, just the whole fallout and the reactions of people though, and just some of the tweets you see are just so fucking hilarious.
Exactly.
I think that is probably my favorite time of year on Twitter.
Yeah. Everybody goes nuts. Yeah.
Everyone goes nuts and does like fucking loads of tweets in the space of 2 hours.
Exactly.
But yeah, it says software wise, this wasn't really anything there shown. Like it's like Killzone Shadowfall looks interesting, but it's like more Killzone, and like it's like yeah, I'm sure this is gonna be adequate. It's gonna be like functional. It's gonna be pretty good though, but it's just it's just another existing IP.
Yep.
And Infamous Second Son looks promising as well. Even though when I was a C teacher, I was like, yeah, it's cool. Like I like the Infamous series. Like I played through the first one. I really liked it. I played a bit of the second one though, but I really need to get back into it. I can download it now, but I need to get a new hard drive. Because I only have the 60 gigabyte one.
And you're full already.
Pretty much, yeah. Because I've downloaded a bunch. Yeah, because the fact is, you have game saves which take up, game data which takes up several gigabytes, because you have to mandatory install some stuff. It's like, yeah, now we're going to install 4 gigabytes of data onto your hard drive now, so we can run this game properly.
Yeah. And
that seems promising as well. That it's going to be different now. It's going to be more of like a PC now, and they're going to try to get rid of that whole, the way the update and firmware and all that stuff worked. So that sounds promising. I hope that's the case.
Yeah.
Because that's what a lot of people's problems were with the PlayStation 3, with the, the amount of firmware updates that happen every time you sort of booted up. The PS3 was always an update, or game, and you haven't installed the data though to make it run for 20 minutes or so. This was quite annoying though.
Yeah, it is. It's really annoying.
What else was shown? Like deep down, I said that looks cool. It seems to be Dragon's Dogma game. Does not too. It seems to be a game set in the Dragon's Dogma universe.
I think they confirmed it, right?
Yeah, I think it probably was. Drive Club, which is a
Carport.
pretty silly name. It's just a standard name.
Yeah.
With the guy.
Maybe it's a code name for something else. Who knows?
Could be. With the guy who was on that thing who I thought he was about to jizz himself at the end.
Oh yeah, he was awesome.
I just watched the Jan Bond thing of it though. He was just ridiculous. And that's what I said on Twitter as well. I said this guy's about to jizz.
Yeah, Ryan Davis, I just loved that guy.
He was just so excited, just like, oh, the way you feel, enter the thing. Oh, it's just like he just seemed so into it.
Yeah. And, Ryan Davis and the whole guys were going nuts when he came on. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was very interesting indeed to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
What else was there? Like there's a bunch of games, and like Knack looks pretty interesting. It looks like a game like I would like. Yous wouldn't like now, but I would like it.
Yeah, platformer.
Yeah. Square Enix came out and pretty much was a waste of time. Why bother having them out of that?
Yeah, Final Fantasy's coming. Goodbye.
Yeah, Final Fantasy's coming. More E3. Okay, thanks, bye. And here's a trailer. Attack demo trailer, whatever, of something we've already shown last year.
Yeah, exactly.
So we didn't do anything much. I think there might have been there might have been some new footage in that though. I forget though, but I could be completely wrong. But it was pretty much for the most part the same thing we've seen last June at E3. It's like, well done there, Square Enix. He's pretty much just shot yourself in the foot there.
Yeah.
If you still
they have nothing to show, so.
Yeah, if you weren't more into the shithole with some fans, then showing that wasn't going to help you with matters, to tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
What else was there? I think that's pretty much it, though.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Like overall, I'm not sold on it though. Like I said, the whole hardware stuff, though, the whole hardware stuff, the whole streaming thing seems promising. Though it seems pretty cool. I just like to learn more information about it. I just like to see if that's actually going to work. Like, if it's not going to work though, then that's not going to be good for your console then.
Yeah.
And the way as well that they made, like, the whole, developer things as well, were showing you these developers not there and what they want to see out of a system. Like, yeah, the way this is it seems to be more like a PC now, therefore it's going to, like you were talking about, it's going to make it more easier for developers to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Because the cell processor was kind of a bitch to work on, and therefore certain, multi-platform games ended up worse on the PlayStation 3 than the 360. Oh yeah, there was I think some Jonathan Blowjob.
Yeah, Jonathan Blowjob. Yeah. Well, Derek called him that.
Yeah, he was pissed.
Yeah, he was.
Sorry, Derek, but he just did seem very out of it at times. But not like but like he likes his he doesn't like drink all the time though. Anyway, he's just decided to do drunken podcast, and those were the results.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how it was. But the whole Jonathan Blow thing, was he pissed off at Microsoft, or? I didn't really get that. Giant Bomb talked about it a little bit or something.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think there was some sort of thing about, and it does seem to be the case for certain small time developers, indie developers though, where they really are pissed off at the way Microsoft handles their games, or like the way their games work or something though. Like, if you watched Indie Game the movie now, the two guys that did Super Meat Boy now, one of them was a bit, paved off with Microsoft for like their game wasn't up on the dashboard on time when it was supposed to be up on the day it came out, and it wasn't like advertised on the dashboard the day it was supposed to come out, and therefore he got a bit pissed off, and I think he sent an email to Microsoft and called and all that there, basically asking why. And that's the thing, I think that seems to be a case with a lot of other ones though, where they don't like the way they're treated by Microsoft in terms of certain things though, and I think that's the way Jonathan Blow was with Microsoft though.
Okay.
Therefore he's pretty much saying, Witness is exclusive to PS4. This is a big just middle finger to Microsoft.
Yeah, exactly.
You sort of handle, you mishandled the way Braid was, wherever, I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's just probably some more behind the scenes stuff than we know more about anyway.
Yeah.
I think that game got pretty heavily published, promoted though,
It did.
and it's
Yeah.
like one of the better Xbox Live Arcade games,
Yeah.
and got critically acclaimed.
Hmm.
But there must be something more than we don't know about.
Probably.
Um, but he's also on that indie game, the movie, which, like I said, like when I talked about it, you should check it out. It's very interesting.
Hmm.
It's on Netflix. It's on Steam.
Hmm.
So, and yeah, they showed The Witness as well, which looks interesting, I guess. So,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Like, I like Blade though, but I don't know about this at the moment. I need to see more. And like, yeah, Mini Milk Cult showed that we sculpting tool with the Move controller,
Hmm.
which looked very neat though. And finally, actually, someone's actually used something for the found some use with the Move controller, because that Move controller is just basically gathering dust for everyone who bought it.
Exactly.
'Cause
Yeah.
no one's using that. Same with the Vita, pretty much as well. For most people,
Yeah. Not
have
much there.
remote play now. They're trying to get all PS4 games to run with the remote play,
Hmm.
which I'd be very surprised if that tends to be the case, because some of those games are definitely not going to. It could be very interesting to see if they're going to actually play all right in the remote play, because they're definitely not going to look as good though. But are they going to run all right? Or are they going to run like shit?
Yeah. Exactly.
Anything else? I just want to just check this. See. Yeah, show the controller and all that there as well. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all. To talk about though. Like anyway, it just seems promising though, but like I'm not sold yet. I just have to see more games that I would persuade me to get one.
Hmm.
If there's at least 3 games that I say, oh, I have to get this as soon as possible. I want to play this when it comes out. Then I'll get a PS4 at launch. But at the moment, not convinced. And you're pretty much the same way as me, aren't you?
Yeah. Pretty much the same way. I'm not convinced yet about anything, so we'll have to wait and see. More on E3, I guess, and
Yeah.
what
more
Microsoft
E3.
has up its sleeve now. So we'll see what's going to happen with that.
Yeah. And yeah. Uh, Before we move on to the news, you were talking about what I have for the Wii U as well, and like the fact is I don't play it.
Hmm.
That's the truth. I I got Zombie U, like you did say, but I also got New Super Mario Bros. U. I downloaded it on the day when I got my
On the
Wii
shop.
U.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't have Nintendo Land. I didn't get Nintendo Land with that bundle. It just came with Zombie U. That's pretty much just the correctors there.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
so that's pretty much what my thoughts on the PlayStation 4 are. It looks promising though, but I'm not completely sold yet. I'm not gonna go out of my way and get one now. And like one of the main things I have to say is the price.
Yep.
What's the price gonna
No
be?
price point announced or nothing, so we don't know
No.
what's going to happen with that.
The console wasn't shown either though, which yeah, I had an idea. It wasn't the price? I know wasn't gonna get announced. I know, but I thought the console probably would have at least been shown. But they want to show sort of keep certain things secret until E3, and then they'll blow their load. Then here's the games, here's the console, here's the price, here's the release date.
Yeah, well, they said a holiday, so
Yeah,
just have to have a concise, precise release day. I think it'll be, once again, Thanksgiving
yeah,
in the States.
pretty much. Yeah, that's when the PlayStation 3 came out. I believe it came out
Hmm.
the week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So
Oh no, actually no, it didn't. It came out the week before Thanksgiving.
it did?
Yeah, it came out the Thursday, or was it the? Yeah, I think it was no, actually, I think it came out the Thursday or Friday, I think it was.
Okay.
Then this Wii came out that Sunday.
Okay.
So, but it was the week before the week before Thanksgiving though.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll think you'll be right. It'll probably be around Thanksgiving anyway.
Okay.
That time anyway.
We'll see that. We'll see what happens.
That's when a lot of people sort of start their, shortly afterwards, Black Friday, and then that's sort of when people start their Christmas shopping. So anyway, that's kind of all I have to talk about there on the PlayStation 4. We'll probably learn more about it probably as things go along, and up to E3 as well. Probably there may be little wee nooks and crannies. But anyway, let's get into the news now. And of course, Sony's competitor is Microsoft, and there's a few stories concerning them this week.
Yeah.
And one of them is apparently the Xbox 720s, or whatever it's going to be called. Apparently, it might be called the Xbox Infinity as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is a better name than the Xbox 720, in my honest opinion, though.
Yeah, Infinity. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's a good name. I don't know what their marketing plan is for Infinity though.
Yeah, but apparently the Kinect specs were leaked online.
Yeah.
So Dennis, take it away.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me just put it up here. Kinect specs, because it says that it'll be integrated naturally with the 720. Is reported to have an infrared sensor and will work in more living rooms, apparently. So it says, let me just go down here at the list, showing the new sensor allowing for infrared detection alongside a big boost in the Kinect 2.0's ability to sense depth, color, and decreased latency period. The site claims this will be 60 milliseconds as opposed to 90 milliseconds due to a switch to USB 3.0. So it also feature superior skeletal tracking and the ability to detect up to 6 players, thanks to a far wider viewing angle over the original that allows the device to function without the need for a tilt monitor. So the quality also will be 30 frames per second at 1080p as opposed to 15 frames per second at 640 by 480. So I guess that's I don't know. Not a whole lot of people are playing the Kinect right now, so I don't know how that'll influence anything. But maybe they'll do more Kinect games with this.
Yeah, the problem with the Kinect though is it seems to be sort of a cool sort of piece of a cool device in a way though, but the problem is it's not a device that technically works 100% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's sort of the main problem. I think one of the main problems a lot of people have with it though, where you can get a thing though and try to play it with a certain game and it doesn't always pick up your movements, it always doesn't pick up what you've done. Like say you have to jump in a game or whatever and you jump and it doesn't, communicate with the Kinect and doesn't do that on the screen when you clearly did do that now.
Mm-hmm.
That tends to be what a lot of people's problems are. And also the fact is that you need to have a big ass white space between you and the Kinect in order to actually, play it properly.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to have like 6 feet, I think it is, for 1 player and 8 feet for 2 player.
Exactly. Yeah.
And not a lot of people, like some people live in small flats, apartments now. They don't have big ass houses now, like the ones you see in them flipping
the
videos now.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like I don't use my Kinect because there's nothing out for it that I would like. And I'm unfortunately I'm just really really regret buying it. Because I got it in a few games and I barely touch it.
Yeah, nobody touches their Kinect that I know of anyway.
And also like the way that they're basically, just basically integrating it with a lot of other, AAA games as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's like is people really gonna go out of the way and use it for this game? like, Dead Space 3, Mass Effect 3, Skyrim. Like, are they going to go out of their way and really use that stuff for that game? Like, majority of people, I'm sure there might be a niche group of people that do, but I don't really see. Like, I think it's sold a lot though, but the problem is there's just most of the games that come out nowadays for Kinect are really shit, and some of them are arcade games as well, and they tend to be probably crap.
Yeah.
So.
Mhm. Yeah, I know. Not a whole lot. Like I played one of the games, like the Marvel Avengers, whatever it's called,
Yeah, Battle for
on
Earth.
the Kinect 2 or 3 weeks ago when I did that competition thing.
Yeah.
And it was really hard. The Kinect didn't really detect the movements that you were doing. Like sometimes I tried to call in my partner, you had to stretch your arm to the left, like your left arm to stretched out to call your partner, or raised. I can't remember really. It didn't work half of the time. Like it didn't detect us half of the time, and I hope they really fix that because it's kind of crappy for most games to connect. So who knows? Maybe it'll be better in the 720. We'll have to wait and
Well,
see.
hopefully it is though. Hopefully, hopefully they learn from their mistakes and make it sort of more functional and make it work most of the time rather than half the time.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
So.
like I remember seeing it back at E309 when it was like Project Natal. I remember seeing it there. I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool though, and all
Mhm.
that there. And then they showed like the proper thing at 10 though, and then seemed to be, oh, that seemed pretty interesting though. And then like you see the games that come out for, it's like, they're not games that I would like though. But and also like the fact is they don't work. Like remember the flipping, remember Motion Sports, like it was called, the
Yeah.
Giant Bomb
Yeah.
with Ryan Davis
Motion
and trying to,
sports. Yeah.
yeah,
That was awesome.
and him trying to jump the flipping fence with the horse.
Yeah.
He was doing it,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't work.
Exactly.
Oh please, let me do this again. Rider meet horse, horse meet rider.
Yeah. And he just fucking said, I had enough of this.
He was getting
Yeah.
pissed off. Yeah, like that goes to show like that didn't work. Like that again, there were launch titles though. I'm sure it has improved in a certain way since then though. But for like certain cases, it's still the same way. It's still the same, piece of kit that doesn't work all the time.
Mhm.
And why are you gonna spend $100 or whatever it is now on something that doesn't work, all the time, doesn't work properly the way you want it to be.
Mhm.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. More Xbox news.
More Xbox news. There, after the PlayStation meeting that was on there last Wednesday, there was a new domain registration that came up saying xboxevent.com
Mhm.
was registered yesterday, which I think was Thursday. Yeah, because this is February 22nd. This news came from, so it was the day after the PlayStation meeting. It's basically suggesting that Microsoft are gearing up for one of their own little events, and they're going to unveil what the next Xbox console will be.
Yeah.
It says it appears to be paving the way to announce the onward Xbox 720 or whatever it's called. The
Mhm.
domain name xboxevent.com was registered yesterday by US Techs, an event management company that recently rebranded itself EventCore.
Yeah.
The NeoGAF forum users point out that US Techs was also behind past Xbox-related domains and Microsoft's 2013 hosting summit. The Xbox event website does not currently result to anything official.
Mhm.
So, what are your thoughts?
Well, it's coming. I mean, they can't really go on and say, "Oh, well, this is just rumors. We register a whole lot of domains, that's strategy and da 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 and everything like that." I don't think, it's coming. It has to be coming before E3. So, uh, they can say whatever they want, but it's pretty sure it's coming along at one point. So,
Yeah, no, honestly, I think they have to. Microsoft has to do something, show something before E3 now. Like, PlayStation, Microsoft, Sony have done there because I'm sure they're suggesting, we have to step up our game now. We have to show something. We have to unveil information now. Because do you really think they're going to wait until E3 now, another 3 months?
Nope.
No.
They have to say something.
They're going to have to show something now.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to like go that long now after Sony thing and do everything at their E3 conference now, because if they have like loads of stuff to tell us about, they're not going to fit that into like an hour and 90-minute, 2-hour conference.
Yep, exactly.
Because that was a smart thing Sony did though, where they had this meeting and just basically give you like the logistics of things, that give you the sort of standard stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the controller, here's like specs, but we'll give you the full rundown of it at E3. Give you more information.
Mm-hmm.
They give you a piece of the pie, figuratively speaking.
Yeah.
And they'll show you, they'll give you more pay come E3, and Microsoft have to do that there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't know about this site now. I'm sure it probably would be related to something they're going to do, and that comes into our next news story here, where there's probably going to be one at April, which I believe Jeff Gershman pretty much predicted.
Mm-hmm.
He suggested they'll do one at the end of April.
Yeah.
It says Microsoft reportedly set to reveal next generation platform at one-off event in April. Second report also suggests April reveal.
Yeah. So The Verge, I don't know what publication that is, but they say also they report that Microsoft will hold a press event in April to announce the 720. So.
Which I say would probably be the case now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just have to wait and see come April though, but I have a feeling that would be the case.
Yeah, just 2 months before E3.
Yeah, just like shortly before, like a month or so before E3, 2 months, yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So we can give you it now, and you don't have to wait too long though for more information then.
Yeah.
As Sony did here.
Exactly.
Sony may could have, maybe done it maybe a bit closer, perhaps so.
Yeah, maybe.
But still, yeah, maybe. But like the least they came out and said, yeah, we're gonna we showed the PS4 now. We've got that out of the way. It exists now. So there you go. Now we can get into the main stuff coming 3 times.
Main course. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, all these rumors usually turn out to be true. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be a Microsoft event in April. Probably the beginning of April, announcing the 720 or whatever name they give it. They give the console.
The Xbox Cubed.
The Xbox. Next box.
Oh God. If that seriously was the name for it, though, I'd like to go down and hunt the person who thought that down and slap him.
Yeah, that would be a very horrible name for it.
Like that's nearly as bad as the Wii.
Yeah.
Like remember the whole reaction of it when it was unveiled, the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like people were like, "What? Wii?" Like yes in French, or like a certain name for your
thing.
Yeah, your
Your
certain
dong.
name for your urine. It's like really?
Yeah, exactly. Or your dong. You can some name your. Look at my Wii. So anyway.
Wii.
My Wii. Yeah. And Wii U is even worse, in my opinion. But
Yeah, Wii U sounds like a ambulance or something.
yeah, Wii U.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Xbox is coming.
Yeah.
Just have to wait.
It's the
and
last
see
one. It's the last one now. It has to show us information. Like we already got the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
We already know about the PlayStation 4. What's Microsoft going to show?
Yeah, Microsoft should come out and say, okay, April 7th, 8th, I don't know, something like that. We're going to do a presser and, not say we're going to reveal like Sony did, We're doing a press conference and that's it. Everybody knew they were going to announce the system, but, just don't say it. We're doing a press conference and that's it. see you there.
Yeah.
So
See you in April.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what's gonna come up anyway, and hopefully what the show and like maybe what the show at E3 as well is a lot more than what they've done over the last few years, because I think their shows for the last few years in E3 have been very, very dire.
Exactly. Yeah. And me and Derek were discussing on Friday. What do you think Microsoft will have as games that they will announce with the 720?
Yeah, exclusives, yeah.
Hmm. What do you think they'll
And
be?
I think there'll be a new Forza.
Yeah, me too. Hmm.
Yeah.
I pray to God
Um,
it's Forza Horizon 2.
I don't think there will be one that soon now.
Yeah, no, I know, but even if they say 2014, I'd be satisfied.
Yeah.
So,
I definitely would like to see a new Forza Horizon game or
Mhm.
some sort of racing game it's like that,
exactly, yeah.
because like I said, that's the sort of racing game that I got really, like I haven't finished it though, but it's the first racing game I've really liked and got into since Dirt
Hmm.
on the Dirt back in '07.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal game. Really, really love that game. So, really hope there's something Forza. I'm pretty sure there's going to be something Forza oriented because that's a exclusive to Microsoft. So,
I wonder how well that did in sales now,
I don't
Forza.
know.
I'm sure the other game and the other sort of its competitor probably did better.
Which one? Need for
Need for
Speed?
Speed Most Wanted,
Ugh, yeah,
which I
sadly.
played an hour and a half, about an hour of that game, and I pretty much had my fill. I was like, yep, I know what this game has to offer.
Yeah,
I'm not interested.
sadly, I think it would have done
Better.
better. Yeah,
Yeah,
sadly.
yeah. So yeah, and plus it's on multi-platform. It's on every bloody console you have.
Yep, exactly.
So whereas Forza was only a 360 exclusive,
Hmm.
but that I don't care. That was the better racing game.
Agreed.
Um,
100%.
um, I think that's. I don't. Songs are exclusives though. Like I don't know if there's gonna be a new Fable though, because well, if there is gonna be a new Fable, I don't know. But the thing is, I won't have Peter Molyneux anymore because he's done with Lionhead Studios.
Hmm.
So it'd be interesting though. Like there's gonna be a new Halo anyway. It
Yeah,
won't probably be at launch though, but there's gonna be a new Halo. It's gonna be Halo 5.
yeah.
Will happen,
Hmm.
of course.
There's a new trilogy. They already said that anyway. So
Yeah, but when but in terms of other new exclusives though, I don't know what there's gonna be now.
Project Gotham
Like
Racing. I know that's dead. I know. I know.
there's rumors that there's like a big team from that. There was rumors few weeks ago that there might be a Project Gotham Racing 5 in the works though,
Hmm.
from ex Blizzard, ex Bizarre Creation staff and a few other people though, but I don't know if that was don't know if that was false or not though.
Yeah.
I'd actually personally would like to see a new PGR game. I liked 3 and liked 4. Like they're a pretty good series.
I got 2 with my first Xbox and barely played that game. I didn't really enjoy it, but
Yeah,
you know, I can see where
but
it comes from.
yeah. But the thing is though, I think Forza is pretty much their main racing franchise now.
Hmm.
So I don't know if like I don't think it'll work now.
There is one
The
game
PGR
that I
game.
would like to see get a sequel, but a proper sequel, not a garbage sequel like they did get. I don't know if you can see me coming with this one. I didn't mention it on Friday night, but I would love to see a sequel, proper sequel to Crackdown, like a
Right.
very good proper sequel to like it was in the first game.
Yeah.
It's not like the second game, which was horrible. I would love to see a proper sequel to Crackdown. That would be awesome.
Hmm. Yeah. I wouldn't mind that though. I like to play something like that
Yep.
because I really enjoy playing that with you in co-op though. When we got with do like sort of the boss rush or whatever, where you have to go take out all the leaders,
Hmm.
whatever.
Yep.
We had a fair few frustrating moments during that now.
Yeah, exactly. But that game was so phenomenal. That game was fantastic.
I never played Crackdown 2 outside of the demo,
I bought the game and played maybe an hour or two and said, "Fuck this, I'm done."
but I heard it wasn't that good though. I heard it was like just really, really repetitive. All you did was like go to these different I forget what they're called. Like you just basically go and destroy these things. There's like 9 of these different,
Yeah.
shelters or whatever they are called.
Mhm.
And it's basically more of it's like a zombie thing. It's not like go to these different buildings or whatever and work your way and kill like the leader of this like gang or whatever now.
Mhm. I played a bit of co-op with Andy and Luke, and that's pretty much it. That's the only time I played it.
Yeah,
I tried to
'cause
play
that
it
was
solo.
4-player, wasn't it?
It was 4-player co-op, yeah.
Yeah, where the first one was only 2.
Yeah. But bigger isn't better in this case.
Nah.
No. Really hope they do a proper sequel to Crackdown. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know now. Well, it won't be real-time worlds now because I think they're done.
Yeah, I think so.
Because they did the first game and then it was like Ruffian Games, I think, did the second one, and Real-Time Worlds went on to did that ATP game or APB, which was a massive failure.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. I remember that. Oh man.
That pretty much I think killed them.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So
Oh man. But yeah, would love, and maybe Saints Row exclusive stuff. Who knows?
yeah, is there gonna be a Saints Row 4? It's like it was supposed to come out this year though. Is it still gonna come out this year?
God, I hope so. I'm ready for another Saints Row.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
it'd be interesting though. It'd be like, are they gonna try to contend with GTA 5?
Mhm.
Like I know they're pretty much kind of completely different games though at this point though, but they do share the same like open world aspect.
Will it be Watch Dogs versus GTA 5 this year?
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, exactly.
Who knows?
Is it gonna be is it gonna be like triple threat?
Yeah.
Saints Row, Watch Dogs, and
Oh my
GTA
God.
5.
I'm getting all 3, so.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, I'll be getting all 3 as well. Definitely getting if there's new Saints Row game. Count me in.
Oh yeah. They won everybody over with Saints Row 3, so
Yeah,
that's pretty much.
they won me over with Saints Row 2. Quite frankly, I love Saints Row 2.
Oh yeah, Saints Row 2 is great. I love all 3 Saints Rows, so as you know.
Yeah, because it was your game of the year every year it came out.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a big Saints Row fanboy.
Huge Saints Row fanboy. Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do you see something else coming out as exclusive for Xbox,
I can't think of anything though.
or like a big publisher comes out and hey, we're doing this for Xbox, boo, like Blizzard did for.
Probably,
Hmm.
but well, I can't really think of anything though in terms exclusive now. Like there's gonna be Halo, there's gonna be a Forza. Don't know about Fable, like Gears of War. Not sure about it now.
Hmm.
Like People Can Fly are doing this one now, and like some of the big people from Epic Games have gone now. Like Clint Blazinski, like people who worked on the Gears of War series.
Yeah, I don't think they'll go back to the original Gears of War. I think it'll be prequels and spin-offs, pretty much.
Yeah,
So spoilers, but Dom is dead. So I don't know what they can do from there. So.
yeah. I wasn't surprised when he died though. Anyway, I just saw that coming from a mile away.
Oh, yeah.
He was just so fucking moody in that game.
You can kind of see it coming from a mile away.
Yeah, especially one with the title. I think it was like Brothers to the End or something along those lines. The chap was like, "Yep, I have a feeling this is when Dom bites it."
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's coming out next month, and no one's talking about that game.
Who? Which game?
Gears of War Judgment.
Yeah, you're right. Nobody's talking about that fucking game. Nobody's talking about that game. It's like going under the radar, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's the best game in the series in a long time. Usually when that happens, people go, "Oh my God, this is a great game." 9.5 on GameSpot and 5 stars on Giant Bomb, and people going nuts. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I am not interested at all in that game. Like no interest whatsoever. So
No, I'm just not really into it myself though. Like,
to me, Gears
I'll
of War is done.
probably,
So.
I'll rent it probably,
Hmm.
or buy it down the line when it's on sale.
Yeah. To me, the Gears of War series is over. But as I said, if it's getting like crazy ass reviews and everybody's going, "Oh my God, it's a great game," I might reconsider. I might say, "Yeah,
Yeah.
try it out." Who knows?
Yeah, you never know, 'cause like you had no interest in Devil May Cry whatsoever, and then you seen the reviews and seen some feedback. It's like, you know what, it looks good. It looks like you seen the quick look and all that. There's like, oh, I'm actually going to try this out, and you actually end up quite liking it.
Yeah, exactly.
And like that's surprising from you, 'cause you don't like those kind of games whatsoever.
Hmm. Exactly. And I told you that I get the God of War collection also.
Yeah,
Probably play that this summer when nothing's coming out. I'll
you
get...
got it, didn't you?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I have it.
Uh,
So I just have to play it now.
yeah.
We'll go through all the God of Wars. I played one, the first one. I think I got the 3/4 through, and stopped playing. I don't know why, but I just stopped playing. I never played the others. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to play some God of War.
Get Ascension and play them in chronological order.
I don't know.
Get it and play it then, and then play the first one. No, play it and then play what the fuck's it called? Chains of Olympus, then God of War, then Ghost of Sparta, then God of War 2 and 3. There you go.
But that's another game that's been under the radar. The new God of War.
Yeah, I think because it's a prequel and like has this multiplayer, which I honestly couldn't care less. Like it actually could turn out to be pretty cool though, but I honestly couldn't care less about the multiplayer.
Mhm.
Like I'm getting that game, because I'm a big God of War fan. I
Mhm.
love those games. Um, Even though I still think this one's pretty unnecessary,
Yeah.
but I've got that game. I actually wasn't going to get it though at all. I was just going to rent it though, but since Rayman 3, Rayman Legends got delayed, I put it and I replaced it then.
Mhm. Have something to play in the meantime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I've got a few games already at the moment, like Nino Kuni and Metal Gear Rising, and 2 weeks time I'll be getting Castlevania Lords of Shadow Mirror Fate on the 3DS, which I feel that game's gonna get pretty mediocre reviews.
Mhm. Gonna get destroyed.
Because from the feedback, I don't think a lot of people really like the demo that was on the eShop.
Mhm.
Yeah, I could see that game getting pretty mediocre reviews, but I'm getting that game because I love the Castlevania series.
Yeah.
And Tomb Raider's out next week,
Yep.
which I'll probably get, down the line. I'll probably might get in April
Mhm.
because I think there's nothing coming out of April.
I already bought it. I already have it.
Yeah, yes, I know that.
Yeah. I pre-ordered it because I saw on Steam they were doing something pretty cool. Like if they got a certain amount of pre-orders, they would give you bonuses, 3 categories of bonuses. And they got to the maximum pre-orders, so you have all 3 bonuses when you pre-order. So I pre-ordered it, and it's 10% off first of all, and you get it with God of War, not God of War, but Tomb Raider. Oh God,
Guardian of Light.
Guardian of Light, yeah. And you also get a single-player mission and a multiplayer map, which comes with it. So that's pretty
Yeah.
awesome. That's pretty awesome.
They're doing one for BioShock Infinite as well.
Yep, yep. I'm thinking of pre-ordering that also. So.
Where you get like the 3-tier system. You get a free copy of BioShock. I forget what the second one. I think it's in-game items in Team Fortress 2.
Yep.
And if you get to the third, you get XCOM Enemy Unknown.
Which is fucking amazing, in my opinion.
That is very good. Like basically, if you pay that £30, you get all that. You're getting 3 games.
Yep.
And like one of them's not that long out. It's only been out like several months.
Yeah, I'm going on the BioShock store page right now. Let me go check. Give you more precise information on that. Pre-purchase awards. Okay, the first reward was unlocked already, which is a copy of BioShock, the original BioShock, which is amazing. So you have that there.
Yeah, I like the game, but I still think that's an overrated game.
Really? I don't think so.
Yeah,
uh,
I still I just I just don't see the whole big hoopla of that game. Like people fucking love that game. And I was really looking forward to that game.
hmm
But I like the game. I just don't think it's like absolutely amazing now.
Yeah. So
Like
the
the gameplay is like very like it's all right though. Like the world is what I really liked about that game. Like Rapture, I just loved exploring Rapture. And hopefully I get that same feeling when I'm exploring Columbia and BioShock Infinite. Anyway, continue.
Sorry about that. So as I was saying for BioShock, yeah, BioShock has been unlocked. The first BioShock. Second reward, they're 21% in, which is exclusive BioShock Infinite TF2 items, which I couldn't care less because I don't play TF2, but that's interesting. And the third reward is XCOM Enemy Unknown, the entire game, the complete game. And if you already have it, which I do, you can gift it to somebody. So
Hmm.
that's pretty awesome, you know. Just go to somebody and say, "Hey, here's XCOM, Merry Christmas." So
Happy birthday.
happy birthday or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think what they're doing is really awesome. What Steam has started to do is really, really great. So
They've done it for a few games before though, before Tomb Raider though, but I forget what they were. But I know they did it before with a few other games
Mhm.
where they had that 3 tier system where if like the more purchase, I think it's like the more people who pre-order, the higher the
the reward.
reward goes up now.
hmm
So, but I don't know, I don't forget what the games were, but I know they've done it before.
And you know
Um,
what? I just pre-purchased it. So there you go. I just bought
yeah.
BioShock.
Um, that's at the end of next month,
Yeah, it's out. Yeah, at the end of next month.
26th of March, I believe it is.
26th of March, 2013.
Yeah. Well, we would have been, you know what? We would have been playing it this week if it stayed at the proper date.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been great.
Yeah.
That would have been very great. So yeah, so there you go. Pre-purchased BioShock. So I have BioShock and Tomb Raider pre-purchased. I never do
Yeah.
that usually. I never pre-purchase a game, but I'm pretty sure I can't go wrong with those two games.
Hmm.
So
I think apparently Games Master magazine, which is a magazine I get over here, apparently give Tomb Raider 90%.
holy shit, that's good.
So
It does. It
that
does
might,
look phenomenal though.
yeah, it does look good. I haven't really watched a whole lot of stuff from it there, but it does look interesting though.
Mhm.
Like I said, I'll get it though. I'll probably get it in April when there's nothing, because I don't think there's anything out in April that I want to get. Like Fire Wake Emblem Awakening's out though, but I'll probably just get it for my birthday.
Mhm.
And I don't know about like, but other than that, I don't think there's anything out in April. April looks to me like it's like a dead month.
April.
Yeah,
I'd have to go check, but I think you're right. There's not a whole lot of crap coming out in April, so
yeah, it's gonna be dead.
like next week is pretty much dead, video game wise. So
Yeah, and April's pretty much dead. And speaking of dead and April,
yeah,
to get back into the news,
yeah,
the Rock Band Weekly DLC ends in April,
yeah. That
which came this week, and unfortunate it's ending though. But I have to say, fair play to Harmonix for keeping the DLC alive for nearly 5.5 years.
yeah, yeah, exactly. They've been keeping that thing running for a long time, and kudos to them because God knows how much it fucking cost me that DLC. Oh man, I have a whole lot. You know me. I have a whole lot of
Yeah.
I have a whole lot of DLC on my Xbox, and it's kind of sad, honestly, to see it go away like that. Which is really, it's really disappointing. You know,
Yeah,
what
it
I
says
thought it news.
Harmonix ends weekly DLC updates for Plastic Band Simulator. It has released over 4,000 tracks across 275 consecutive weeks.
That's just freaking amazing.
It'll end on April the 2nd. So the start of the end of April is when DLC will end, and that is too bad.
Yeah.
Like, granted though, I haven't got anything in it from it in ages because most of the stuff they release nowadays is not that great, and most of it is pretty much like the ones they're sort of releasing now is like tracks from Rock Band Blitz,
Yeah.
which like I already have those, so
Yeah,
no
you're right.
need for them.
Yeah, you're right.
But like it's gonna end though, and I think at the moment, or I think there is at the moment, there's like a bunch of the tracks, like 1,100 tracks, are like 50% off. So
And that's sad because that really, to me, that marks the death of a musical games like that.
yeah, that seems to be sort of the end of an era then.
Yeah.
After if this is ending though.
Yeah, that marks the death. We won't see any Rock Band or Guitar Hero anytime soon anymore. So that's really too bad. That's too bad.
It says in recent months we scaled production down as we transitioned resources onto other projects, wrote Harmonix on his blog. With several new titles in development and developers needed to usher these new games along, April 2nd will be the last weekly DLC release for Rock Band. We're incredibly proud of the DLC milestone we've set, especially producing the largest music library of any game available, and we shouldn't have been able to release as much outstanding content without the support of our amazing community.
Yeah.
And like, look, I'll say fair kudos for Harmonix for doing that though.
Oh yeah.
Like, you think they wouldn't have gone this long when that game came out? That's the thing they were promising. They're gonna, when we get this out, it's gonna have DLC every week, and they pretty much stuck by their word. They did that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like every week there was something new. Like, granted, it wasn't for everyone's taste now. Like something like you didn't like probably would have been great for someone else. But they absolutely did it. And what did Guitar Hero do? What did fucking Activision do there? It's Neversoft.
Not a whole lot.
No. Like, so actually, when they had their DLC though, like they couldn't even go a few weeks. So sometimes I think when they just came out though, there was like a week or two. Certain times they didn't even have anything out a week.
Exactly.
Like, they couldn't even do it.
Yeah. Very sad. To me, it's very sad news to see this ending. You know, it's the end of an era, as I said. And, you know, it's just too bad. It's just too bad. You know.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed, Rock Band, especially Rock Band 3. You know, all the Rock Band games were pretty awesome. Rock Band 3 was great.
Yeah, I have to, like, I do love the Rock Band as well. Like, despite the fact I remember we didn't get it out here till the following May. It came out November 07 for you guys, and then we didn't get it till like May. I think it was May or June, and we had to pay a lot more than you did. We had to pay pretty much twice as much when you converted it.
Yeah. So, yeah, end of an era.
Indeed, an end of an era.
Wonder what Harmonix is going to do now.
Dance Central.
Yeah. Or
They seem to be working a lot on it though at the moment though, because like they've released 3 Dance Central games in the last 3 years.
Yep. Other
Which
games probably.
I know does pretty well for them though. It's one of the best selling, if not the best selling, Connect series.
Exactly. Yep.
It's one of the only ones that does pretty well anyway.
Yep. So
like I couldn't care less. So like I have Dance Central 3, tried it for like 5 minutes. Like yep, crap.
That's it. Goodbye. I'd love to try it. I'd love to try 3 because it goes through different eras. You know, music. It looks very interesting. Maybe with the new Connect, who knows? Maybe the new Xbox. Get some Dance Central going. We'll see. That's a game that'll probably be a launch title. Dance Central 4.
Dance Central 4 or something. Yeah, if they're working on Dance Central 4.
Probably.
Yeah.
So farewell to Rock Band, and thanks for the memories. It was awesome.
Yep, indeed.
It was pretty awesome.
Indeed. Activision cuts 30 jobs.
Yep.
Call of Duty publisher lays off affect 1% of total headcount, or result fewer licensed games to be released in 2013. It's basically confirmed that Kotaku today has laid off 30 employees, 1% of its total workforce, in a business realignment related to the game company releasing fewer licensed games in 2013. So this basically sort of, again, like sort of last week I sort of said there, 2 weeks ago, they're basically trimming the fat and just sort of have to, like, you know, sacrifices have to be made. You have to lay off a few people because unfortunately they're probably not required anymore, because of the fact is they're trying to, you know, change things about though, and the fact is like they say here, they're doing fewer licensed games.
Yeah. 0.5% is not a whole lot.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Activision's a huge ass company full of, you know. Licensed of Activision games due for release in 2013 include The Walking Dead, Survival Instinct, which actually comes out next month, which no one, I couldn't give a fucking shit about.
Yeah.
Deadpool, and the first of 3 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games. Activision's James Bond licensing deal is reportedly set to expire. So.
Yeah. Deadpool, I don't know. We haven't seen a whole lot about that game. Don't know what it's going to be like.
Is that based? Is there a movie coming out for it or what?
No, it's just a video game.
It's just a game, right? Set. Okay.
So, yeah, too bad for people who lost their jobs, but that's, you know, compared to other companies, which we'll get to in a moment here.
Yeah, especially one thing that happened this week. Like it was the day after the PlayStation meeting, where pretty much a lot of people lost their jobs. Next one is, of course, like you were mentioning, EA confirms layoffs in LA, Montreal.
Yep.
The Montreal one is like the Fisherall Montreal, I believe.
Yeah, that's the well, the EA in Montreal is right next door to where I work, actually. Like it's the building right next door, and yep, it's too bad that they aren't EA Montreal doing the new Army of Two, I think.
Yeah, it was Fisherall Montreal that were working on it.
Visceral, yeah.
And yeah, I think it's finished or something. It's coming out next month as well. Basically, that's pretty much their reward. It's like, hey, you finished a game. Fortunately, we don't need you anymore.
Yeah,
so
goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. That's pretty much it. So yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty crappy that they lay off a whole lot of people in those 2 studios, and especially the people that worked on the new Army of Two. That's not saying a whole lot when you lay off your.
Yeah, if you lay off the team that worked on a game, exactly. It doesn't show much promise for how well that game is going to go.
Yep, exactly. So you go, hey, you know, you finished the game? All right, goodbye.
Goodbye. Take a hike.
Exactly. So it must be a very bad game if that's the.
Did you play the 40th day?
No.
No.
No, I never played the 40th day. I played what is the first one?
Yeah, I played the first one, and I got the first one to play with you, but unfortunately I couldn't because it was a stupid fucking regional.
Yeah, I remember that. That was dumb. It was pretty dumb.
I was so pissed off with that. That was the only reason why I got that game, to play co-op, and I was like, oh great. And then I played most of it in single player. And I was like, it was decent, I guess. It was alright.
Yeah, it's not a phenomenal game by all means.
And I think the second one was pretty much the same. It was alright as well, so I don't know about this one now. Chances are it'll probably be bad if this is the case here.
Yeah. Yeah, EA's Los Angeles campus is home to BioWare Victory and Danger Close games, the latter of which developed Medal of Honor Warfighter. So
they probably got rid of a few people from it then.
Yeah, we know Warfighter didn't do a whole too much good. Didn't do very, very well, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the way they marketed that game though was very bad in my opinion as well. This whole, like, you know, authenticity and things like that now.
Yeah.
It didn't do wonders for them there. Like the reboot they did like a few years ago, I thought was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a decent game. Yeah.
Yeah, but this one they kind of just went around it the wrong way, and it got pretty. The fact is, there wasn't there was no reviews for it until it came out or something, because there was a day one patch.
Yep.
So and with it had these various amounts of changes and like fixes. So that goes to show how well your game's going to be if there has to be a day one patch that fix all these things. Pretty much the game was shipped broken in a certain way.
Mhm.
But yeah, more layoffs unfortunately.
Yeah, sadly, and even more. IGN.
Yeah, IGN and also it's like pretty much One Up
Yeah.
and Yugo and GameSpy are expected to shut down as well.
Yeah.
Like all lots layoffs there pretty much happened the day after the PlayStation 4 meeting.
Yeah, exactly.
Seemed to be the highest highs or whatever, and then the lowest lows for some people. This is less than a month after Sif Davis' parent company J2 Global purchased IGN from News Corp. The company is seeing layoffs. A company spokesperson confirmed with Joystick today that in addition to editorial layoffs at IGN, sites including OneUp, Yugo, and GameSpy will be closed.
Yeah.
Now, I know a lot of people in the community really liked OneUp back in the heyday around the time, like, GameSpot, like around those years.
Mhm.
A lot of people really liked their podcast as well, and their gaming show and that there. Personally, though, I never visited that site,
Yeah, me neither.
apart from a few times, I think, like, glanced at it, though.
Mhm.
So I can't really say what my feelings are towards it, unfortunately, though.
Mhm.
But I know a lot of people really liked that site and thought it was a great site and had like great content and like podcasts and that as well. But
Yeah.
it's a shame though
Yeah, it's a
to see
shame.
like a site like sort of renowned for that and sort of going on for a while to close.
Exactly. It's
Like
too bad.
Yugo is another one I believe has been going for quite a while and it's going as well.
Mhm. It's too bad to see that Matthew Rory lost his job again.
Yeah, he was in GameSpy, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a GameSpy.
Jeez, it's not been a good year for him, hasn't it?
Hasn't been a good 2 years now since the guys moved into GameSpot offices at CBS.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then Screened pretty much went to hell
Yeah.
when they left.
exactly. Yeah, and then he was unemployed for a while. Got hired by GameSpy.
GameSpy, yeah.
All of a sudden, loses his job again.
Yeah.
That's really shitty. I don't know why Giant Bomb don't fucking hire him. You should hire Matthew Rory. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, just go back and get back to GameSpot.
Yeah, exactly. Go back to GameSpot or Giant Bomb or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I don't know. Probably because they can, like, that's all they can have at the moment, like limit or something.
Mhm.
That's all they can, afford or something along those lines. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I'll just fire.
Like all who they have there of like Patrick, Brad, Jeff, Vinny, Ryan, Dave, Drew, and like Alexis.
Yeah, but those guys are Dave and Alexis are kind of the engineering guys, the guys that take care of the site. There's
Yeah,
another
but
guy
they're
with
sort
them
of part
also.
of the lineup anyway. With guy knows them,
Mhm.
so. But like, what's that? 8.
Yeah. And there's Alex, of course.
Yeah, like Alex. Yeah, that's right, 9. But he's like East Coast.
Mhm. Yeah, like Sarah Lima's gone to the East Coast also.
Yeah.
So, reporting from the East Coast. So, I don't know. I think they should fire Patrick and hire Matthew Rory.
I think that's a lot. I think that'll be a somewhat a popular opinion for some people.
Yeah, I think so.
Because there are some people really do hate Patrick Klepek.
Mm-hmm.
Some people feel like he's ruined Giant Bomb.
Really? Well, I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, I think.
There is people who feel that way. That, like they do hate him though. Like I know this is like YouTube community. Like you can't really go with YouTube community though. But every time there's like a Jam Bomb video, there's usually some comments. Whenever times like Patrick doing a quick look, there's usually just basically full of comments, just basically negative Patrick Klepek comments. So I tuned in, turned it off at 5 seconds when I heard Patrick's voice
Yeah.
and all that, shit stuff.
Yeah.
And people saying, "Oh, fucking hate Patrick, he's a fucking hipster."
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay.
Not sure I'd call him a hipster, but all right.
Yeah, but there's people who think that way though.
All right. I don't know, but okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
I don't get it. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Bungie's Destiny, a shared world shooter.
Yeah.
Right. What the fuck is a shared world shooter?
I don't know. The description here, and there was that Bungie, the whole Bungie thing that they did for their new game Destiny, which was revealed last Sunday, I guess. It's an open world sandbox and persistent world. Will not require a subscription, so it's like an MMO, I guess. But you won't need a subscription to play. So, let me check. A first-person shooter for Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 4 that we learned this week, with elements of open world sandbox and persistent world. Destiny is described as the world's first shared world shooter, and Activision has big hopes for it. So, I'm trying to look if they describe shared world shooter, saying what it is. Do you see something about this somewhere in the article?
Nah, it's probably just something along like this shared world shooter. It's pretty much probably along the lines of something like a MMO shooter or something along those lines, I guess. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know.
It says so, like a feature persistent world. The game will not carry a monthly fee, like you said. Plus, playing solo is a totally valid way to experience Destiny, though you gets more for to play with other people.
Mm-hmm.
It's just probably like play like shared world, pretty much to be able to open this expansive world where you can play with friends and it'll be like
Yeah.
like a persistent, like changes will happen and all that there. You can enter each other's world and all that there, etc. It's probably something along those lines.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think you might go across a world and I'm thinking that World of Warcraft, that you're going to different worlds and do different things everywhere. So
yeah, it'll just be some sort of like MMO in a way, in shooter format.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess Jeff talked a little bit about it. He did a sort of video blog on it last Sunday, I think.
Yeah, Growman in his Underworld talks about Destiny.
Yeah, exactly. So he talked about, he said, well, pretty much it's he didn't see a whole lot, but they were talking about, you have your character, you can upgrade it, and you can put some stuff on him, buy guns and all that, and you go through this world. There wasn't a whole lot of description about it. We don't know a whole lot about it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like we don't know a whole lot about it.
Mm-hmm.
We just know like the ins and outs. So we don't, like I said, we haven't really seen a whole lot of gameplay footage apart from like the few seconds that was shown in that video at the PlayStation meeting. Mm-hmm. Like I'll just like to see more gameplay and a lot like more precise information.
Exactly. Yeah.
Before I can get any way excited about this game.
Yep. That's not a whole lot of stuff so far. So. Pretty sure there'll be more at E3, and they said it's not coming out this year, so we'll have to wait until 2014 to experience Destiny.
Yeah. So what's the point of this whole thing? If it's not gonna be out for like a good year or so.
Yeah, they just say, "Hey, here it is."
Yeah, I think they're just trying to make it fucking seem like the end all be all of shooters in a way. Like just really merely hyping it up, I guess. Hence why they're doing it so damn early.
Exactly. Yeah, they're trying to push it as being this big thing. It's going to be something that'll run across 10 years. They're saying it's a 10-year project.
Yeah, I think they're trying to make this like the next step in first-person shooters. Like to make this the evolution.
Yeah.
The way with Call of Duty 4 and its whole multiplayer.
Mhm.
I think they want to make this sort of the next big step in their
Yeah.
department.
Yeah.
Which could be. I'd like to see this work out whenever it's anything from what I've heard about it.
Mhm.
Because I don't know about you, but I mean I'm kind of getting bored of the same old, persistent.
Same old stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, persistent ranking stuff with Call of Duty and like every fucking game. Most first-person shooters now copy that system and try to make it work, but those communities end up being dead in a few weeks after its release.
Mhm. Not a whole lot of them besides Call of Duty and Battlefield.
Yeah.
Survive, I guess.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. And naturally, it's Bungie, so you kind of have to get hyped a little bit about what they're doing.
They made Halo, and Halo was a very, very successful franchise for them. Whenever they made it.
Yeah, very prolific. So,
yeah,
kind of waiting, kind of anxious to see what they do with Destiny. Sounds good.
Yeah,
sounds good though so far.
Yeah. Speaking of another first-person shooter now.
Yeah.
Bioshock Infinite's gone gold.
Finally.
So that pretty much shows that it's actually coming out then on the date. It's not going to get another delay.
Yep.
Because that's pretty much, there's no going back once the game goes officially gold.
Exactly. So after multiple delays, Irrational Games' new action shooter approved by Sony and Microsoft for release March 26th.
Yeah.
So it's gone gold after 3 years of development and multiple delays. So, as you said, we were supposed to play this game this week, but
we were supposed to originally play it back in October, though.
Yeah, true.
And then it got delayed until the February 26th, and then like last month or December sometime, I think it was, it got delayed again by a month.
Yeah, exactly. So Ken Levine goes on to say, nobody has ever built a game quite like this. It's a shooter, but a shooter that brings you to very uncomfortable and dangerous places. I can't demand that you play the game. I can promise you, however, that once you have, it will be an experience you won't soon forget. So that's quite promising. Quite promising, actually. So I can't wait to play it. I really can't wait to. As you know, I just pre-ordered it while we were doing the podcast, so can't wait to get my hands on this one. Been waiting for a long time to see Infinite. Very anxious. So
yeah, I'll be very interested to see this now. Like I haven't been watching a whole lot of stuff from it though. I think we watched like the first trailer or two.
Mhm.
I know they've been releasing trailers here and there, so they have.
Yeah.
Which I haven't really been watching. Because I kind of just want to go into this game a bit like, not know much information as possible. Just try to go in and like blindly.
Yeah, and they did release a trailer. That's what the first 8 minutes or 10 minutes of the game that I watched, and it seems pretty cool. It starts off.
Yeah, I didn't see that. No.
Starts off pretty much as BioShock 1 did, a little similar to that. So that's cool.
Yeah, I'm very looking forward to this game anyway. I say coming at the end of next month, and
end of March.
Game pretty much everyone will be a lot of people will be playing and talking about.
Yep.
We'll probably be doing a discussion topic on it probably that week.
Quite possibly, yeah. If everybody gets it.
Yeah.
Should be interesting.
I think Derek's getting it, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah, I think he's sold on the game also. So.
Yeah.
Cool. Can't wait.
I love that. The world looks cool. Columbia looks cool. I have to admit, the sky, like this world and the city in the sky.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure it'll be a lot better than another game that has a location in the sky.
Which is
Skyward Sword. It's a little dig in that game.
Yeah, I know you don't really like that one.
I wasn't really a big fan. I'd like to go back to that game, but not at the moment. There's too much games, better games playing at the moment.
Exactly.
A game that a lot of people really liked that came out last year on Steam and PC is getting a release on the PlayStation 3 and PS Vita this spring.
Yep.
It has a soundtrack that a lot of people really liked. Personally, I don't.
Including me.
Including yourself. And it's a pretty cool-ass game.
Yeah.
Very, very violent.
Very demanding.
Top-down, classic style violent game, and that's Hotline Miami.
Yep. Coming to PS3 and Vita this spring.
Yeah, Dutch developer Abstraction Games handling port of top-down action game for Sony platforms will be cross-buy title. So in other words, if you get on the PS3, I think you can play it on the PS Vita.
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the game will launch a cross-buy title for PS3 and PS Vita, allowing users to play it on both platforms with both purchase.
That's cool.
Sold over 100,000 units and was part of Extraordinary Levels. A sequel is in development. So
Cool.
It actually did quite well though. A lot of people raved about this game. Like I think the first time I seen of it was that Giant Bomb Quick Lock. And I was like, yeah, this looks a pretty cool game. And I got it then. I think I got it on the sale then, so I did a while after that and played some of it, and it's a pretty hard game.
Oh yeah.
First of all.
Oh yeah.
But it's a very enjoyable game nonetheless.
It is. And a sequel has been confirmed also, so
yeah,
that's cool.
I mentioned that.
That's cool.
So, moving on here, just a little few more news stories here before we get into the last set. Far Cry 3 patch brings master difficulty and outpost resetting. I know a game that you and Derek very much liked. I personally not that
much
on it overall.
Yeah. The ending's pretty crap though, but anyway. Yeah, Ubisoft release update for Far Cry 3 that brings tweaks and fixes for multiplayer, alongside new difficulty and the option to reset outposts in single player. So I guess they're resetting all the outposts, along with numerous features and tweaks. So people who have finished the game can reset the outposts from the gameplay options menu, and any incomplete side quests will also be reset, and the outposts will have to be retaken before these can be accessed. So they're also putting the master difficulty in the game will make the game's wildlife more aggressive and its pirates tougher. Worse than malaria, says the description for master difficulty in the game's menus. Perhaps that's a slight reference to Far Cry 2.
Yeah, because that was the whole thing with Far Cry 2 where you got malaria and you had to sort of try to, keep it under control during that game now. I do like as much as Far Cry 3. Like I think it's a well-made game though, and it definitely is a lot better than 2 now.
Yeah.
Because I played a bit of 2 as well, and played like an hour of 2, and like, this game's it's just basically you're just pretty much lost, and that their whole thing, the way you have to handle the malaria and all that there, and it just makes the game much more bothersome than it should be.
And they're also adding a few tweaks to the multiplayer side of the game, making it easier to give feedback on maps, creating a beta map playlist to allow creators to a productive environment to test their creations, and introducing a skip map voting system. So that's what they're adding to the multiplayer. I haven't touched the multiplayer, so I can't really comment on that one, but I don't even know if that multiplayer is that popular or not. I don't know.
No, I don't really hear much people talking about it though. I'm sure there's probably some people still playing it though, but I haven't really heard.
Yeah, me neither. Haven't heard anything about that.
No.
So
like I never really played the multiplayer in the second one either though. Like all I did was play like the hour show of the single player, and that was it.
Yeah.
And I still have that game. I don't know why. I might just get rid of it, even though I'm going to get not much for it anyway.
Shit for it.
Probably yeah, that game's like 4 years old now.
Yeah. So that's coming for Far Cry 3.
Yeah.
And a news article that I
Uh,
put on for you, actually.
yeah, I've actually seen this myself though. Anyway, it looks pretty cool that there's a Left 4 Dead 2 servers. There's a new map added for it. A map that is part of a universe I really like. Well, the movies, and that is Helm's Deep from Lord of the Rings.
Hmm.
Valve adds user created Lord of the Rings themed mod to official servers for zombie shooter. So basically, it represents the actual Helm's Deep that you see
Hmm.
pretty much in the movie. Maybe a few little changes here or so. Probably the main ones probably along like say in the books though, or like the films as well.
Yeah.
It says the Lord of the Rings and Left 4 Dead franchises have come together in an official way. Valve announced this week that the popular user-created Helm's Deep Reborn map has been added into the official Left 4 Dead 2 servers.
That's cool. That makes me want to play some Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, players in the boots of defenders of Rohan Fortress, sorry. Helm's Deep from Lord of the Rings The Two Towers, hordes of undead attack players, and must push the zombies back to defend the stronghold until Gandalf's arrival.
That's great.
That's actually what makes me want to try that out.
Yeah, me too.
I do have Left 4 Dead 2 on the PC. I got it gifted to me by someone.
Hmm. I could buy it.
So-
I don't think it's that expensive right now. So I
Yeah.
could buy it and we could play some.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah,
cool.
you should play some. It's been a long time since I played Left 4 Dead 2.
Hmm. And there must be a whole lot of maps that the community has created and all that, which
Yeah.
could be pretty cool.
Would be much better than playing it on the 360 though, where you're just basically reduced to what you have there,
Mhm.
DLC and that, where you can get various sort of maps on the PC version.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Those who have the PC version, go get the map. It's official now, so probably there will be a couple of things added to it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, should be nice.
Yep.
Why don't you take the next story while I go and ring my taxi for work?
All right. So I'll take Watch Dogs coming to the Wii U. That's I guess a rumor that's been circulating around. Amazon, GameStop, and Best Buy listings suggest Ubisoft's upcoming action game in development for Nintendo's newest platform. So I guess that's not really a surprise. Nobody commented on the rumor, so who knows? But they say here in the article, last week, leaked marketing material for Watch Dogs suggested that the game would ship this holiday season for all home consoles. So they have yet to be determined. I guess it's a rumor for now, but I would not be surprised if Watch Dogs came to the Wii U. Honestly,
There was like did you see the box art for the game now?
yeah, I did.
That box art looks really generic.
Yeah, it does. I hope they
It
change
doesn't
it.
look that great though, and there was like the ones for the different versions, so Wii U, PC, etc. So
Hmm.
I'll probably say it probably would come to Wii U.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain it will. I'm
Yeah,
pretty certain it will. So
but it's coming to it probably is coming to the PlayStation 4, and it'll probably definitely be coming to the next, next one as well, 360.
exactly.
PS. Yeah, it'll come to those consoles though. But like the thing, if you want a better experience, so you're better getting on like a good PC.
Yep.
Or like the next gen systems,
PS4.
like the PS4, etc.
Probably come to the new Xbox also. So
Yeah, chances are will be.
Mhm.
So
Stay tuned for that.
stay tuned for that.
And another news article that I put for you: Rayman Legends delayed, humbled
Yeah.
Ubisoft.
Rayman Delay humbled Ubisoft. Wii U getting free mode. I seen the video for this week here now, where the developers of Rayman Legends, Ubisoft Montpellier,
Yeah.
basically decided that since there's going to be a delay of the Rayman Legends game, that they're going to give the Wii U owners a free mode on the Wii U eShop that you can download from April, where it's basically going to give you it's challenge mode early,
Hmm.
and it's basically going to give you a sort of set number of tasks to do challenges, will be released in April, right? The challenge mode for Rayman Legends will be released in April and will offer a series of daily and weekly challenges for between 1 and 5 players, though Ubisoft did not say how much original content this mode would contain. And the players' records across these challenges will be stored on leaderboards.
Yeah.
The challenge mode will replace Ubisoft's previous promise of an exclusive demo. Rayman Legends will be released for Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Wii U in September.
Okay.
So basically, this to me is a much better, replacement for the game getting delayed for a game than another fucking demo, in my honest opinion.
Yeah, people probably complained about another demo and said, we don't want that, so.
Yeah, exactly. There was already a demo out for it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Was supposed to come out like in December. A demo was released, or around the time the game came out, the Wii U came out. And when it got delayed, though, they basically said, "Oh, we're going to release a demo for the Wii U exclusive one for it in terms for the delay." And I think there probably was some backlash for that. There, it's like, yeah, that's great, Ubisoft. We're getting another demo for a game that we've already got a demo for. You're going to release 2 demos for the same game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm still annoyed about the delay though. Like, I would have been playing it this week coming if a game still came out though. But this is a much better replacement.
Yeah.
Than the demo that was promised though. As this to me sounds cool. It's like, yeah, going to play a sort of good little chunk of the game anyway. This challenge mode, with the various levels and that there. So, and it's free.
That's good.
That's good.
That's good.
So, thank you for that.
Yeah, they said they saw that they fucked up, so they said, okay, well, let's give the Wii U guys free mode, so they can enjoy it. So there'll probably be people protesting about that, but whatever. I guess that's a good makeup.
Yeah, there's people going out there boycotting as well, like boycotting the game, boycotting Ubisoft. Like, to me, that's just stupid. That just goes overboard.
Mm-hmm.
Like you already know my thoughts on the delay, though. I think it sucks. So I really was annoyed by it though. But the fact is, I'm still a bit annoyed of it, but I'm over it for the most part anyway.
Yeah.
It's so there's still games coming out though.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's still games I'm looking forward to coming out in the next few weeks anyway. God of War Ascension, Castlevania, Bioshock Infinite, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm. You'll still have games to play. Yeah. You're not sitting at home and twiddling your fingers saying, "Hey, I want to play Rayman." When is it
No, it's
coming out?
unfortunately the fact. No, the only thing that's problem is the Wii U will continue to gather dust.
Yep, that's too bad.
That's the only thing, because it was a game that I wanted to play for the Wii U, and unfortunately, I can't do that now.
And the sales for the Wii U aren't very fantastic so far. So.
No, they're not though, because the fact is there's no games.
Exactly. Nothing's coming out for the Wii U, so. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what's gonna come of that, but of course, there's gonna be some stuff announced at E3. But how long will we have to wait for the games? They keep announcing stuff for the 2DS, and Wii U's getting shit. So it's waiting there, and okay, well, we don't have anything. We have Lego Undercover, Lego City Undercover, pretty much.
Yeah, it's coming out next month. Monster Hunter Ultimate's coming out as well next month.
Mm-hmm. So
there's a few games though, but I'm interested in I think I might get Lego City Undercover now.
Mm-hmm. It does look good.
Probably again, maybe April or May time,
Mm-hmm.
when there's nothing really coming out though.
Yeah.
That'll be the first game I'll get for the Wii since I got it.
But I checked the release calendar, as you said earlier, and in April there's Injustice coming out, which I completely forgot.
That's right. Yeah, I'm getting that.
Yeah, that looks fantastic.
Yeah, getting that because looks like Mortal Kombat 9, and I fucking loved Mortal Kombat 9.
Yeah, I know you really love that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, looking forward to that one also. So superheroes and all that. That should be.
Yeah, it should be very good.
Should be interesting.
I would be. Yeah, seen the footage of it. I seen that video. Jeff did with the guy Hector,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the things they were talking about seems very cool.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway,
yeah, Bioshock.
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Bioshock Infinite. To get back to Bioshock Infinite,
Even more
DLC.
Bioshock Infinite news.
Yeah, DLC season pass detailed. Um, so they were talking about the season pass will be available the same day as the game for $19.99, so $20. Uh, According to the publisher, Irrational will produce 3 add-on packs for the first-person shooter, which will provide hours of additional gameplay and include new stories, characters, abilities, and weapons. 2K also announced details concerning the Bioshock Infinite Season Pass, which will be available at launch on March 26th, will cost $19.99, PlayStation Network and PC, and 1,600 Microsoft points on the Xbox Live. It will include all 3 add-on packs and can be pre-ordered through www.preordernow.com or at participating retailers. So,
So yeah, it'll be like basically another game that has the infamous season pass,
Mhm.
where you're pretty much pre-purchasing all the DLC for it.
so
Um,
according to 2K, those who purchase the Bioshock Infinite Season Pass will also receive the Early Bird Special Pack, which contains exclusive gear, including a machine gun damage upgrade, a pistol damage upgrade, a gold skin for both weapons, and 5 infusion bottles that let players increase their health, shield durability, or ability to use Vigors.
yeah,
I don't know what those are, but there you go.
yeah, they tend to do that nowadays as well. If you get pre-order certain games or DLC things, you do get packs like certain games. Like I pre-order certain games from Shop 2, I tend to get a DLC.
Mhm.
Like I got a few DLC things for pre-order in Devil May Cry.
Mhm.
Um, so I did, and I think I'm getting that. There's one out that's not out yet. The Virgin's Downfall, I think it's called.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's not out yet though. But
No.
I got it. I'm getting it. So I haven't got the code, of course, though. But like I've I got access to it though,
Yeah.
without having to pay, the money for it, what it would be. So there is more things, more developers and studios taking this sort of, method,
Yeah.
this system.
I'm not gonna get fooled again. I got fooled with Saints Row the Third. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, just wait and see what the actual that's to me is it's a more smarter move. It's a smarter move
Mhm.
than just getting them now.
Yeah, I got fooled.
Like yeah, like you paid that there, and then you got boned
Yep.
hard for that,
Oh yeah.
because the DLC for that game. Like I'm glad. Like after hearing the bad the first one was, it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna get it.
Mhm.
And then like that's none of them actually got proved on them whatsoever. They were just the same. Like you finished that, you played all of the DLC, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, finished all of them. It's not very good.
No.
Not extremely good. So yeah, I don't
So
recommend it.
what was he's gonna be? He's gonna be like 3 Saints Row DLC packs, or are they gonna be like 3 Minerva Dens?
Yeah, if there's like 3 Minervas, then that would be awesome. That would be great.
Because I think someone said that on Twitter. I think Alex Navarro retweeted it,
Okay.
or someone retweeted anyway about that. There, someone said about 3 Minerva Dens. I've still yet to play that, actually, to tell you the
That's
truth.
fun.
I know a lot of people love that
That's
DLC,
that's great. That's a great DLC.
and they say it's like actually better than the
Oh yeah, better than
main game.
Bioshock 2. Yeah. Oh yeah, a whole lot.
I might go back in Bioshock 2 actually as well. I still yet to finish it.
Mhm.
Because I got like probably a third or so of the way through the game and just stopped playing it.
Well, 1 is the better game, of course, but 2 wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. So
And the last story here is Tomb Raider PC specs revealed.
yeah,
So of course Tomb Raider is coming out next week.
yep.
I know a lot of people are looking forward to it though. Again, this was another game that was supposed to come out last year. It's September, but it got delayed. and it announced the minimum and recommended system specification for the PC version of Tomb Raider. The PC version includes a range of optimizations, including increased detail, tessellation, post-filter effects, and Steamworks integration. So basically, what you need to, if you want to run this game on a PC, the minimum you need is Windows XP Service Pack 3, Windows Vista 7 or 8 32-bit 64-bit, a DirectX 9 graphics card with 512 megabyte video RAM, AMD Radeon HD 2600 XT, NVIDIA 8600, dual-core CPU, AMD Athlon X2 2.1 GHz, or Intel Core Duo 1.86 GHz, and 1 GB of RAM, or 2 GB on Vista, and that's probably the same with 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Because you need more RAM for, I don't know what the reason is for more. You need more RAM for
Vista.
Probably it takes up for the the later operating systems. You need more more RAM.
Yeah, I
to
think
play certain games.
Yeah, I think it stores some RAM in the memory or something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why you need more. But the recommended system requirements are bumped up radically.
It's like Windows Vista, Windows 7, or Windows 8.
Yeah.
DirectX 11 graphics card with 1 GB video RAM, AMD Radeon HD 4870, NVIDIA GTX 480 is that?
Yeah.
Quad-core CPU, AMD Phenom 2 X2565, Intel Core i5 or 750, and 4 GB of memory.
Yep.
So, in other words, you can play it all right.
Yeah, I think I would.
And I can play it all right. I think I have the recommended system requirements.
That's good.
I have an AMD Radeon HD 5500. And that is a DirectX 11 card with 1 GB video RAM.
Yeah.
I don't know about my processor now. I'll have to check here.
Well, you should have a quad core. I'm pretty sure you have a quad core.
I've got a processor. I got an Intel Core i7, 2.8 gigahertz.
Okay, that's a quad core because I have the i7 also.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a quad core. So you're fine. You're fine.
And I've got 6 gigabytes of RAM.
Okay, I got 8, so I think we'll be fine with that game.
Yeah, I probably will get on the PC though because on Shop 2 it's only £20.
Yeah.
For the PC version.
That's good.
So I'll probably get it on there then.
That's pretty awesome.
And play it, and you can let me know how it is.
Yeah.
Next week.
Exactly. Yeah. I'll tell you. It's good, or it's. I'm pretty sure it's going to be phenomenal. Just looking at the videos and everything, I'm sure it'll be a great game. It looks really, really good. So, I'm not afraid. I'm not scared of my pre-purchase. I think I did pretty well there. So.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see, but, I think it's pretty cool.
It'd be funny as hell, though, if you did get it. It's like, I hated this game. It sucks. This game's too hard.
Yeah.
I wasted, $50 or whatever it was.
I don't know if there's a difficulty level in Tomb Raider. Probably is.
There was in the last few, I believe.
Or if it's like Assassin's Creed, where the difficulty increases as you play, or GTA, or something like that.
I don't know about this one now, but I know like the last few Tomb Raider games had a difficulty setting.
Okay.
I don't think they had them in the original now. I think it was just the one standard setting.
Yeah, that's why that's what I was thinking. Do they go back to the roots, or do they stick with the difficulty levels? Have to wait and see. So I guess last piece of information we can give out. So nothing's been delayed this week.
Yeah, nothing's been delayed from what we know.
Yeah.
After this, we find out something's delayed.
Yeah, exactly. So Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate is coming to 3DS and Wii U on March 23rd. I know a whole lot of people like that series, so probably looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's a very, very popular series in Japan.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot more popular there than it is over here in the Western Hemisphere. Like, although there's people that do like them over here and it's North America though. But if you want to find out where its craze is, go to Japan.
Exactly. Yeah. Final Fantasy 14 a Realm Reborn beta for the PC on February 25th. So that's Monday. That's tomorrow.
That'll be today when this podcast goes up, though.
Yeah.
But we're recording this on the
Sunday, yeah.
So
I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is? I haven't.
it's basically the new version of Final Fantasy 14 because, if you know, when that game came out, it was bad.
Okay.
It pretty much got shit on in reviews, and a lot of people were complaining about it. It was just very bad, and therefore it switched teams. I think a different team worked on it in Square Enix then, and they pretty much are working on it to make this new version of it then.
Okay.
And apparently I heard it's actually a lot better than it was. It's actually pretty good. I wouldn't try it out now, but I heard it's good.
But
I actually played the beta when it came out of the original version. I played about for 30 minutes, and I was like, no.
is this this an MMO, right?
It's just the UA, but it's really, really bad. It's nothing like, the standard one, like World of Warcraft or anything like that now. It's very, very bad.
Okay.
I cannot get into it though whatsoever. It's just very clunky and trying to maneuver about in the different areas. So it's just, oh man.
Oh well.
It's just definitely not that much different from 11 though.
That is.
And a lot of people, 11 to this day still goes, not games like over 10 years old.
Yeah, I have people at work. I work with guys that still play 11. They still play it on the PC, so I think they're going to be looking forward to this one for sure. Also coming out Monday is Halo 4 Majestic Map Pack for naturally only the 360. So that's a map pack for Halo.
Is that Monday though, or is it on the Tuesday? Because usually DLC stuff comes out on a Tuesday.
We're the 24th today, so.
Well, yeah, but usually that's the thing though. But it's weird having a thing out on a Monday though, in terms of DLC, because usually DLC stuff and that comes out on a Tuesday, and then like arcade games and that come out on a Wednesday.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing that. That's weird. That's pretty weird. But anyway, that's coming out Monday also. Also, a Murdered Soul Suspect for the 360, PS3, and PC coming out 2014.
I have no idea what that game is.
That was a game. I think that's a game that was from the guys that did. Is it from the guys that did Alan Wake? Let me go. I'm not sure.
Oh, Remedy, is it?
I think so. Hold on. I'll go check it out here. Yeah, it's Square Enix that does it. Okay. Murdered Soul Suspect challenges gamers to solve the hardest case of all, their own murder. So that's a game that's coming out from the guys at Square Enix. So have you heard of it or?
No, that's what I said. I never heard of the game though, so I haven't.
Okay, but that's
find out you're a murder. Okay.
Yeah, you have to solve your own.
Seems a little ghost trick there, I guess.
Yeah, probably not the same vein, but you know.
It's not. It's definitely not going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely not going to be the same gameplay though. But that's kind of what the sort of first sort of part of the thing is. You got murder. Your character dies in this opening moments of ghost trick, and then you sort of have to unravel the mystery of why that happened.
Yeah.
And let's just say it's a very interesting ride, and that game is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I heard good
the
stuff.
Ending to it's like you do. I didn't see it coming. Like the ending's like whoa, when you actually find out who you actually really are in the game. It's just pretty out there. Pretty cool.
Yeah. And well, I guess last but not least, Mass Effect 3 Citadel DLC is coming for 360, PS3, and PC on March 5.
And this is the last piece of DLC for Mass Effect 3.
This is the final piece of DLC for Mass Effect 3, as you said. And I read a little bit about it, and apparently a whole lot of characters are coming back in this one.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a fond farewell to the series.
Yeah, it's pretty much a closure to those characters in that series.
I might check it out.
And I probably won't play it because I haven't played any of the others.
Yeah. I should probably start playing the DLC for this, for Mass Effect 3, just to see how it is. But yeah, that's the final piece of DLC coming out for Mass Effect. So until Mass Effect 4, well, we'll just have to wait and see what's going to happen. And naturally, the PlayStation 4 coming out holiday 2013. So,
which we are predicting will probably sometime in Thanksgiving, November time.
Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty much it. That's what's been announced.
So that's it, and that's pretty much the end of the podcast.
Yep.
We're not there at the 3-hour mark just yet, though. So
yeah, 250.
Hooray! First 3-hour podcast. We haven't done a 2-hour podcast in space of a week.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave us reviews on iTunes. Subscribe to us on iTunes. You can follow us on Twitter. I am DowM85.
I'm D-Boy Den.
And you can also follow Derek. He is GigaStormZ. You can also follow the United Gamedom on Twitter at United Gamedom. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at United Gamedom, on United Gamedom Podcast on there. And also you can follow us on Facebook at the United Gamedom Podcast Group.
Yep.
So, anything else now before we head off, Dennis? Before I have to go to work in about 45 minutes.
No, I think that's pretty much wraps it up. That's pretty much it.
So, thankfully, I didn't have to rush it this time like the last time I was on.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, get going.
Yeah.
Because the taxi just showed up just as I finished.
That's great. Yeah, you
Pretty
rushed off like, and that was it.
Yeah. Exactly. So anyway, thank you all for listening to this episode. We'll probably be doing one of course next weekend. Derek will probably be back. We'll be the trio once again, and then I'll go back to 3 hours.
Yep.
So until then, take care, guys, and thanks for listening. And bye, sayonara, Avita saying goodbye.
See you later.